Welcome, students, to Kilam University, where prosperity isn't just a dream, it's your divine birthright. Here, we believe that true education transcends textbooks and classrooms. We're about to embark on a journey that will give you a private education with a twist, teaching you what traditional institutions might leave out. From comprehensive estate planning to launching and nurturing your very own business from scratch, we promise you this. You're about to receive $1 million worth of game. As you navigate through our platform, you'll discover a treasure trove of past courses and webinars, complete with templates to guide you on your path to prosperity. If you feel the need to connect with Kilam directly, we've made it easy for you. Head to likeneverbefore.org or text private consult to 4805734879. That's 4805734879. And that's not all. Kilam is available on the Cameo app. Drop him a direct message or request a personalized video explanation. Simply go to cameo.com and search for Kilam. At Kilam University, your prosperity journey begins today. Welcome to where your future is created. Thank you for choosing Kilam University. Scroll on, and let's start this journey together.
Aloha, Dr. Don, or should I say Dr. Don? Hey man, I just want to make this video for you, try to help you out. You out here helping everybody else all the time, and I know what that's like kind of when you're the one with all the answers and everybody needs it like yesterday, you know. So I hope that this helps you out. And yeah, in short, I'm gonna drop some knowledge about all your web work and your web presences. And to get feel free to give this to your web guys or whoever. But yeah, I hope this helps you out, man. And I've seen your comments recently about, you know, you give a lot and you don't, sometimes people just take. So I want to give back a little bit here. And again, if there's anything I can help out with you on this, let me know. Use me as a resource when it comes to SEO and web development and online presence. I'm a CERT master, but when it comes to your area, I don't know a whole lot. So, I'm studying, got the Black's Law in here. But yeah, anyways, you probably hear enough of that shit. So let's jump into this. So first off, let's look at your presence. I'm gonna share my screen.
Peace and love, peace and love, peace and love. I don't know if y'all can hear. I don't know if y'all can hear what he was talking about or not. The only reason why I checked that video out is because he dropped a donation. I'm very busy each and every day. But I just want y'all to know, man. So like I take stuff like that seriously when it comes from someone who invests in their prosperity. So just want to throw that out there. I'm gonna check it out. I gotta do exactly what it says, because that's an investor. But peace and love. I'll put this in the chat again. Let me see. I did put the book in the chat. Let me figure out how to work this shit. It's been a minute. Been moving and grooving. I know some of y'all just now jumping on. Financial Freedom book and the replays. But if it's tapped into the online community, school.com/Don Kilam, you just scroll through it. And I will be, let me see if I can even get on there. All right. So this is where everything gonna be at. No longer, there's no OnlyFans no more. It's school.com/Don Kilam, SKOOL.com/Don Kilam. I'm gonna be putting some more grants and stuff up there. And I'm just putting stuff up there that's legit too. Y'all see it. Whoops. Y'all see it. I like that. Kevin Garnett is now rocking with Don Kilam. Now that's lit. I don't know if y'all know who that is. Not trying to brag. I just want y'all to know why I've been busy, because y'all think I just be messing around. Like my real life heroes be hitting me up. My real life heroes. So it's like, Boston just won. Y'all seen I put a post up there about Boston or whatever. And hey, I took it down though. I took it down. I took it down. But y'all, as y'all can see, man, if y'all want to go follow him, he don't follow that many people. But that shit's lit. I got a lot of people hit me up, you know, for real. Y'all see it. Y'all see it. Y'all see it. I don't have to make this up. That's real life. But anyways, back to the school. I put in there, man, I'm gonna start going through questions. Anybody that got questions, don't make it too personal though. Y'all be putting a lot of personal information out there. Um, And I'm gonna start adding moderators, if I find people to find successes in doing things, all right? And I'll let you know who you can listen to and who you can't listen to. Because anybody can just drop $50 and hop in the group. So it's important. And I do have high powerful people. I do have powerful people, part of the private business circle, part of the school. There is celebrities, so it's like they might move differently, but keep things confidential. But I need y'all to understand that's why I can't have everybody out here just trying to give advice out, or you can't listen to anybody. If it's not okay through me, and I'll start listing names, that's on you if you take their advice. I might have to start having y'all sign NDAs and stuff like that, man. So I just want to get that disclaimer as well, man. We are gonna be like I got probably like 20 consults left. Like it's been adding up. Really had no time to myself, so I'm knocking those out. Then we're gonna stop consultations going into August. So we just need a break. We need to recharge. If I'm not good for myself, I can't be good for anybody else. So I hope that's understood. So yeah, the consultations have went up. There are 1,500 right now, and I only have a few left, really, man. People been hopping on them today. I sold, like I said, I was gonna do five, and lately, and that's the problem. You know what I mean? So I'm gonna do a few more, and then I got a whole team. Like I said, I got a team. Like when I'm coming in, that's what I'm saying. If y'all have products, y'all have businesses, if y'all invest in your prosperity, you're dropping the talk, you're dropping the donation to have a consultation with me. You need to look at that as an investment. And if you have a business, be sure to mention that somewhere before the end of the call, because I'm going to take you more seriously than anybody else, because we do have businesses, we do have things that are about to unfold as Don Kalam goes more private, but we're creating businesses, and I'm telling you, I got a grip of celebrities for endorsements. You know, that's why I tell people, if charity starts at home, so I have been working for free. I truly have. And with that comes, it's give and take. They owe you one. So it's like I'm not no fool. So I'm creating and marketing and branding, because faceless businesses is where it's going towards at the end of the day. Just having Don Kalam with a face attached has been too much. So that's what it is. I'm just letting y'all know. So private business circle, y'all know it's Don Kalam, but we're moving towards other things too, and they will have celebrity endorsements. And I'm telling you, now's the time you can get in on this too. So just know that that's what we on. Land. If you've been part of the private business circle, you've seen one of my persons. Let me talk about land. Two people have grabbed a lot, man. So far, man. Listen, just since I started this group, one person alone has acquired over 100 acres. So I'm proud. I'm proud to say those things, because I don't know any other organization or other communities, private communities out here that's teaching people how to get land and grow farms. So I'm proud to do that, and I did that absolutely free. You follow me? So I can't, if you don't know the process of being I'm not a licensed attorney tax expert. This is for educational, informational purposes only. This is GAAP class, has nothing to do with Choctaw tribes, none of that. So I can't tell you how to get in the Choctaw tribe. It's a federal recognized tribe. Go figure it out. You don't see me as a Choctaw chief. You don't see me claiming those things. Y'all see, I show you how to maneuver. So, I don't feel like that was even a good question. Sometimes you can't say the wrong shit and ask the wrong questions. I'm not gonna say you can't. Man, y'all can unmute yourselves, so let me see. Maybe I gotta do it. Someone said he finally went private. I'm here to answer y'all's questions, though. And then we got questions right here. And in school, I know for sure. But I was gonna do a separate video and write all those down from the school. I'm gonna do a video just for the school. I want y'all to know, like, there's nothing but game in here. Books, courses. I get the animated course. You're gonna get access to DonKalam.com and Don Kalam University. We got case law. We got animated courses. The school's where it's at, truthfully. Peace and love, man. Y'all got any questions? Let's go. Mark says he finally went private.
Yes, absolutely. We could not be more happy. What's going on, Don? How you doing?
Hey, peace and love, man.
What
do you mean? What's that mean when you say you finally went private? Let me ask a question.
All right.
American State Nationals.
We are American State Nationals. Got all our paperwork. Evangeline, this unbelievable. The work that was put into that, the knowledge from your knowledge, from everything, cannot be happier.
It's all collective. So he says it's my knowledge, so that means it's your knowledge because you are what you recognize. When people say I'm a genius, that's a genius in you.
You know, you got to simplify it, right? You got to. That's what I kind of started really thinking about it. How do you simplify your life? How do you simplify everything? And if you think about it as like a lot of the stuff that's going on is already defined, right? Like, let's just say money. That's simple. Money is defined. Like this fiat currency and credit, man, that's a little different than money. It's not the same thing. So you could do, like, the different things that you can do, and all, like, as far as debt instruments, as far as law, as far as legal, it is absolutely fantastic. We won the house, man. We got it.
Hey, how'd you get your significant other to understand too?
She
I'm the one that taught him.
She's the one who taught me, man.
Well, how'd you get him?
Well, I found you, and I did a lot of research on UCC codes, and that kind of led me to being American State National.
Yeah.
And then working the cog in the machine, you know. I'm ready for another consultation with you, that's for sure.
Hey, that's real life trust. Because me personally, I'm a Virgo, and as soon as my girlfriend or whoever I'm with, they're like, "Hey, listen to this guy." I would have cut her off right there. No.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, I tried to fight it a few times. I mean, in my own way, I think as everybody's got their own journey through this, as American State Nationals, going private, staying public, whatever you want. But when you're on this journey, you're going to fight yourself first. You got to be able to reprogram. You've got to be able to think about what it is that you want from life. Because I used to think it was like, man, I was so excited to get that promotion at work. Woo! No, not really. Honestly, like when you think about it now, when I think about it now, I'll just go ahead and say it. I fought 12 hours a day for 73 grand. Oh yeah, I won big time with my years of corporate life. Now, I got to do some traveling. That was fun. But honestly, guys, I'm telling you, I think it is a great option. It's not the right option for everybody either. Like, you don't have to be private. You know, if it's not what you really want to do, then don't do it. But I feel so much more secure. I feel so much better in my choices, all the stuff that we've learned about, getting your mind right too, thinking right. It's very important.
I believe that's
for sure.
I believe everything he said is important. If y'all said he feels. The feeling's gonna win every time.
Yep.
If you already put yourself mentally there, your neurons are already gonna seem like you're already living the life. So that's what we're doing.
I feel like I got a promotion from y'all right now.
Absolutely.
I remember working 6 days a week for 80,000 a year. I thought I was making money though.
Bust your butt.
Oh yeah. I got a buddy who's still at the job, and he's like, "It's transfer day, dude." I'm like, "I got different transfers now."
That's amazing. I appreciate that. Testimony.
No, we appreciate you.
We're doing some wild stuff, and thanks for all of your books and stuff, because now we're doing stuff with express trusts and acquiring things, and it's going to be fun.
Yeah,
it's going to work because y'all know what trust is.
Yep.
Yeah,
absolutely.
You're the trust. Y'all trust each other. You know,
Absolutely.
love means to
number,
evolve.
right?
Love backwards is evolve. We're here to evolve and re-evolve.
Oh, absolutely. And the thing too, like, is always think about what's a better habit too. So when you think about your day, what can you do to just get a little bit better, even a 0.5% better every day? Can you read something? Can you not watch a video that you shouldn't have watched? Can you just be polite to a person? All these things are that good karma. I always hear you talking about that good karma and that energy coming back, and you got to give it out so it can come back.
Hey, y'all have to y'all have to do like a podcast or something.
Oh.
That's what we've been saying.
Hey, for real, it's gonna automatic.
Yeah.
Automatic. I'll get behind it.
Except he wants to call it vodka titties.
Vodka titties. It'll work, man. I swear.
I don't think that's gonna work. I think we need a new name.
Hey, if y'all say y'all my friend, I want to be connected to me, y'all can't get this happy about it. I don't want to talk. I don't want y'all talking to me.
There you go.
Hey, for real, that's amazing. I appreciate that.
Absolutely, 100%. And as always, keep up your good work too, because like honestly, when you said you have a question, how do you like? What's a challenge now? What's your motivations? Like what's got you going?
Right now, I got my chief in the building here too. So because I want y'all to know, man, like y'all, a lot of people don't understand y'all. This stuff can be stressful and draining. You know, my days are gone because I'm on the phone all day. But you know, if you don't want the job, why'd you choose it?
Yeah.
You know, so that's how. So I mean, I want y'all to know people have been very strict with my ass. Why I and not allowing me to slip into depression. I'm just gonna keep 100 because y'all don't see this side. I don't see this side because you know if I'm not good for myself, I can't be good for y'all. I need y'all to understand. Yeah. So you know about
we're in the hunt of our own tribal land right now.
Yeah.
What was that?
We're actually in the pursuit of our own tribal land right now. We're trying to decipher where we want to get it. What's the allure deal going to be?
Yep.
I love that.
We're gonna get it. I'm sure.
I just want y'all to know, y'all. So you know, everybody that did take non-com for granted, I'm making contracts to sell my Instagram, everything.
Yeah.
If y'all want politeness and professionalism, I'm gonna give it to you, and I'm gonna get paid for it.
Absolutely.
Heck yeah.
That's what I'm transitioning into. Yeah, just getting. Yeah, I'm just letting y'all know right now. Like
that voluntary
if you know me, you know me. I'm selling it. Yeah, I'm doing like either a 3 to 5 year contract with some people. So
awesome.
I think that's a great choice too. I mean, because especially when you talk about a lot to a team, you're getting your team together, you're working with the right people. So there's always that pursuit of energy and following who's that person that's going to help you take that next step, or you help them take the next step along the way.
And the reason why I keep pursuing and going forward is because, you know, my team, the people that are really getting behind me and stepping up and trying to do their best to get structured are already made people. They're already made. So it's like, so I know my worth, you know, going in here. Everybody that I'm connected to, you know, my chief minister that checks in every day.
Talk about the community.
Right.
That's awesome.
He's already known. He's already somebody in life. You know?
That's fantastic.
Hell yeah.
He's taking his time to build the people up and the people that I choose. But I want you to know I am most definitely working for free. There's a lot of celebrities out there that haven't sold they sold. So you know, and just want to have that influence on anything that you do because that's what's going to bring in the cash flow because it takes funding to uplift any nation.
Oh, absolutely.
I said, man, you want to talk about nationality and y'all stuff, and I got people to sit down with you, you know?
Yeah.
I saw that you're mining your own currency, your own crypto.
Yeah, I don't want to get too deep because, you know, there's probably some nerds on here. I don't want them to throw off the,
but seriously, that's next level. That's amazing.
Yeah, all I gotta do is just fund it now.
Amazing.
It is on the BSC or whatever it's called, Binance.
Okay.
That's how I'm adding liquidity is through Binance, BNB crypto.
Cool.
And then it'll be public.
Right.
Yeah, yep. And then it'll be public.
Okay. We just got our trust fund accounts. We just got some bank accounts. We're working on, like, we're always working on a deal, man. And like, I just think that that's so important. Have some short-term goals, have some medium-term goals, and have some long-term goals. And you know what? I've kind of just decided I think I'm going to die right around the time that my grandson is telling me all about the women that he's dating.
Hey, as long as y'all can keep that, the energy y'all have, it to me, like when you first get into anything, you got that, like, we call it that new boy enthusiasm.
Right.
Enthusiasm is it can't be taught. So long as y'all got that energy, you'll be able to sell whatever, attract whatever. It's magic. Well, I might as well show y'all, man, because it's already in the marketplace, man.
Cool.
So here we go, right here. Like this is called the white paper.
What? The white paper?
Yeah, the white paper. So we already every crypto has a white paper. It breaks down what it is.
That's very, very impressive.
Is that your ticker?
What was that?
Is that a ticker? Like how do you purchase your white paper?
No,
is it publicly traded?
I'm working with somebody that does this.
KLM is the ticker. KLM is the ticker.
I don't even know what all that is. I'm still learning.
Yeah.
But I know what this word means, remittance.
Yeah, if we look up KLM on the market, you'll pop up.
Okay. Yeah, if you look, it's not public yet though. I'm about to fund it now.
Awesome.
So,
Oh yeah.
I'm just letting y'all know it's legit.
Congrats.
Congratulations.
I'm just talking about something I'm really doing. I appreciate it. The public don't need to see everything. I probably should need to say shit. But I'm gonna let y'all know it's legit. I appreciate y'all rocking with me. Y'all know with me, I'm gonna tell you this, show you later. And that's what everybody I love. If you don't agree with me and believe me the first time, fuck you. You should came.
Right. No, honestly, I mean, I've actually had some conversations with people, and you try to just be honest and tell them the truth. Because I think everybody's got a perception, their bias and nonsense. And you're sitting down going, here's the truth. And how are you going to respond to the truth?
But if you just give them the truth, ain't nobody going to listen. That's why you got to act the fool with it.
Yeah. People get pretty mad when you tell the truth. It's
only people that like me is the people who actually research.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You have to do the work. I mean, if you're not willing to sit down and read a book, put yourself through it, I mean, honestly, then don't even walk down the road because it's worth every step. Give up the TV, give up booze, give up whatever it is.
So look, love can be seen, right? But you can feel it, right? So I want y'all to know that's the same way with the books, man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I want y'all to know that. So me, I believe in being telepathic. So really, I really do. So whatever you believe is gonna happen to you, and that's just what it is. But literally, if I want to read a book, I just make sure my eyes see it, and then I just make sure I keep it close until I understand it. I don't read it. I just glimpse at it every day. Same way with my goals. I write them down. I don't read the shit, but I just make sure it's in front of my face every day.
Exactly. Yeah. Talk it out. Work through your process. Don't be afraid to ask questions either. That's a big thing. We lean on each other a lot.
Ask it to yourself.
Yeah, of course.
Ask yourself the question before you ask anybody else.
Absolutely.
Exactly.
You might lead yourself to the answer.
This is the right thing to do.
Yeah. Yesterday I found out Walt Disney was turned down 302 times for funding for Disneyland. Y'all, somebody been at Disneyland in your family. He got shot down 300 times and wouldn't take no for an answer. Good. That's fantastic. Dyson back 5,000 times he got turned down for financing, and everybody knows that.
Who?
Walt
Oh,
5,000 times.
Yep, he got turned down 5,000 times, and everybody knows Dyson vacuum somewhere. He didn't take no for an answer.
Well, I look white, so the black people ain't gonna turn me down that many times.
It's like, man,
I asked everybody, but I'm just telling you, that's what happened.
Right. No, that's awesome.
Who would know though that the banks don't really like opening UBO trust accounts?
That's unincorporated businesses?
Yep.
Yep.
Where'd you go? Did you find one?
We did, but like the first bank that we went to, it was actually pretty unfortunate because like they were asking us for a bunch of additional documentation, and what it really came down to is like we had the wrong name. It was just we had the word private in the trust. It's like I don't really understand what the issue is instead of pure, but we could have easily fixed that, and it actually turned out to be a pretty unfortunate situation.
Hey, are you documenting all of this?
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Hey,
we sent him an affidavit and our fee schedule.
What I'm saying is you got the step by steps that people need to hear.
Yeah. No, absolutely.
Kilam's kind of everywhere, right?
Right.
Kind of everywhere.
Unless you know what you're focused on, unless you're focused, you will be everywhere with Don Kilam.
Yes. Absolutely. I couldn't agree more.
So you stuck to your goals and what you wanted.
Right. Absolutely. We went to a different bank and we had a much different situation. We had a great time. And then we went and, sent in our private registry bonds. Had to get that sent in. Good old Puerto Rico, man. Why wait, right? It's already in the mail.
Hey, they're not ready for that talk. The public is not ready for that talk.
That's fine, right? That's fine.
I just want you to know, like, that's the main thing, like, because I got a lot of child support cases right now.
Okay.
And now that you understand private banking, you understand when you're in a court system, that's their private bank, and that's your private account that you know nothing about. And so that's what we're going after is bonds.
Okay. No, I mean, absolutely. I think bonds are very important. Learning more about, like, because bail bonds is more on the criminal side of things, and then there's so many other different.
Civil though. It's really civil though. But the court is the bank.
Right. Oh, absolutely. Cashier.
I didn't understand bonds at all until I understood court.
Right. So somebody asked a question about banking services. So we both have holding companies, and that is public. So I actually just opened a public bank account today, but we opened a private bank account separately. And I think in this game, like, you're probably going to have more than one. You're going to be, doing some stuff publicly, some stuff privately, and, don't worry about it. Like, but make the right deposits and the right transactions.
And be, tax
exempt. Like, it's just better.
I guess where I always struggle is, like, I have the structure set up and I have everything together, but I don't know really what to do with it. And I don't know anyone who successfully made it through the process to just ask those small questions to know that I'm not taking a misstep.
Okay.
So, like, I've tried to go to the commercial banks and open accounts with my companies that were held or owned by the trust, and it's no. You have to have all this extra to even get your account open, or etc. Like,
so many hoops to
jump through. Do you mind me asking what's extra?
What do you mean by extra? So, for instance, Bank of America, they didn't just want to see your trust statement, which I had also notarized by the grantor, myself as the trustee, et cetera, with the powers. It was like, oh no, you have to have a business address that is tied to a physical location that we can Google Maps to open an account.
And you got to put your social in.
You have to attach it to your private social. Like, it was just it's just every time it's so many no's. So I'm really interested in where you were successful.
Okay. No, so that's a fantastic question. So I went to Chase Bank and I gave them my certificate of trust, and that's got de jure on it. And then I gave them a couple other documents. It was like page 2 of a contract. Mm-hmm. And then more or less, like, I printed off my entire operating agreement. I printed off my BOI and, anything that needed to be notarized. There you go. And I was already a customer of Chase Bank in the public world, so that made it a little easier. So that's how I was able to do it in public. But in private, it was actually very simple. We brought in the trust. So you just bring in like a 5-page contract, bring in the certificate, have all that stuff notarized. It's just easier than having to get it notarized there. Makes it seem more efficient.
I was gonna say if you don't have your banking resolutions and stay in what actually sets up the account, then you're always gonna revert back to their rules.
Right.
When I come in with my documents, this is my rules. You can't tell me nothing.
Oh yeah, absolutely,
Exactly.
absolutely.
But there is a private side to Bank of America, and then if you get private, so there's two private sides. I call it private. You know, kind of like the doctor thing. So you got the private side of Bank of America, then the private side is Merrill Lynch. You got so these are the private accounts that you need to deal with when you're dealing with those banks.
Yeah, I do have Merrill Lynch accounts, like personally. I also have.
And was your social attached to these things?
It was.
All right, so that shows that you're operating on the public side.
Right. I
You can
never
go in there
tried
with
private
WABENs
banking.
as well. I Chase is who I always go through.
Chase.
You know, I had one account open through Bank of America, but it didn't take them long to shut me down. You know, that was my nonprofit in Colorado through a 501c1a. You know, but Chase has always been my go-to as well. But when I started going down south, it was Truist Bank. If I'm operating with the public banks, you know. But I want you to know, in every community, there's always private trust bank accounts.
Yep.
Private wealth management. You know, private wealth management. They're gonna set you up with a debit card, accounting numbers, routing numbers, all of that.
Absolutely.
Offline check machines.
Absolutely.
Awesome.
So and again, like, I mean, you can go with any one of the big ones, right? Like I looked up PNC. I was thinking about doing that, but Chase just worked, so that just made it a lot easier. And with the business account that I opened, they're like, keep $2,000 in there, then there's no fee. If you're under $2,000, it's $15 a month, and that's not too bad. It's like, okay, so I mean, how are you going to fund your business? Everybody's getting started, and you're just working through it. Like I think what
it is partially is also confidence, right? I wasn't confident when I went in there. I was trying to be, but I wasn't. I got shook easy, and so I think it's just confidence also, which you know I'm getting there. But
as Don Kilam would say, you got to stand on your standing and stand on your documents, and you just gotta, you know, it's your documents, not their documents.
I gotta have confidence because y'all watching me.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
But no, I show off though. So
what do you got?
Like a husband and wife team. Like if I'm the man, I'm showing off on my wife. I mean, that's the only competition right there.
Right. Well, and the best part is, like, I mean, we're a team, but we also get to compete off of each other too, because she does some stuff way better than I do, and I got some stuff that's way better than she does. But it doesn't matter. She's smart too. She'll figure that stuff out.
No.
So somebody asked a question about like business structure. So what we have right now is holding companies and one subsidiary LLC. The holding company is that asset management side. So that's the true more management. But then your standing point of the subsidiary LLC, that's just, you know, you can have as many of those as you want. It's actually something we learned from a former IRS agent, was like, if you're going to say have 10 rental houses, you should have an LLC for each one of them. It'll help structure it correctly.
I agree.
And then your holding company is just so easy to take care of all of it.
Yeah.
So having to do a bunch of houses on one LLC, that wouldn't make sense.
Yeah. And there are some, I was reading the other day about sole proprietorships, and it's a little bit more of a risk than an LLC. I'm not particularly interested in that right now because of the potential legal aspect. I mean, you never think you're going to get sued.
So I'm gonna tell you the best way to use those though. But I want everybody to keep his mindset, because I kept people away from the sole proprietorship because you're already operating as one automatically.
You get their soul stamps when you're born.
But if you attach it to the unincorporated association, then you know it just acts as a trustee, so it's still tax exempt.
Okay.
Does that make sense?
That makes sense.
I've seen people set up the unincorporated associations with the sole proprietorship.
Okay. We're unincorporated is a partnership.
Yeah.
We went partnership.
No doubt.
It really works out. It makes us both accountable, having, you know, an extra person again to bounce ideas off of. Not to mention too, it's like, hey, you know, what aspects of her life does she bring in? What aspects of my life? So it's better to honestly split it up 50-50.
And
You can check.
if Chief want to speak on this, also with the unincorporated businesses, that's how I've done tribes too, as well.
That's how our tribe is set up also.
All right.
It's just
Because a lot of people are coming to me with the 508c1As, but I'm like, the best bet is the unincorporated association. But I mean, the 508c1A is the unincorporated association. But
Right.
you know, I know when I first seen a political campaign, that's how they was operating. I was like, so that's how tribes should operate. And I talked to a tribe, and that's exactly how they was operating. So they taught me this, and that's what led me to my status select.
Okay. No, that's fantastic.
Yeah, right now the Attorney General and the IRS has all of our paperwork to be approved. So super stoked about that.
Oh no, you're gonna get great results back.
All right. All right.
Hey, Chief, what's good, man? You want to speak, man?
As a tribal member, I'm a tribal member in Muskogee Creek Nation. After my political status is taken care of, what do I do next? Can I use my actual tribal membership in Tulsa to set up the next phase?
Okay.
I just want y'all to know I do not assist with any federal recognized tribes. Everything we do is unincorporated.
Okay, that makes sense.
I'm not even qualified to speak on a federally recognized tribe. Do I work with them? Yes. I sit down with the chiefs, all of them. But no, I just I can't speak on them. They have their own processes. You have to talk to them. They got their own constitution, their own laws, their own bylaws, and I don't deal with anything that accepts federal funding.
That's what made sense to me, because I wanted to use this thing, but it made sense because I knew they were receiving federal funding. I've used it several times, and so I just didn't want to. I wanted to hear your opinion. That's why.
I'm not saying I don't pay tax. I'm saying I'm a non-taxpayer, right? So I want you to know anything that's tied to federal funding, you do not have your freedom of speech intact.
Yeah, I agree. I know what to do.
I'm sorry.
Somebody else might tell you something different, but I'm gonna tell you what I know.
Right. I heard today that they're trying to bring back the draft, like for the Army and stuff.
I mean, hey, listen, so I posted it to get some likes and views, some clickbait, man. All they did was add a year. It's the same law. It's from 18 to 26 now. It used to be 18 to 25, man. Ain't nothing changed, man.
Okay, there you go. Well, good. Hey, I learned something new today.
Hey, man. We in the private now, so we can laugh about it, man. I'm gonna tell you what it is.
U.S. citizen.
Hey, peace and love, Chief.
Peace and love, Dr. A. That draft is for U.S. citizens only.
Right.
Okay.
Nope, I know. It's just
the draft only applies to U.S. citizens. It doesn't apply to nationals. Just like the Real ID Act only applies to U.S. citizens, it doesn't apply to nationals.
Right.
Understood. Yeah.
Makes sense. Makes perfect sense. So, cool.
So my grandson, who just turned 18, should I do his paperwork as fast as I can?
We'll be back after a quick break.
In a world where the tax system can seem overwhelming, one book is here to guide you towards financial empowerment. Introducing The Capitalizing Namepreneur, Unleashing the Power of Tax Credits by best-selling author Don Kilam. Are you looking to demystify the complexities of taxes and harness the power of tax credits? The Capitalizing Namepreneur provides an understanding of effectively utilizing your tax credits. Discover the secrets behind setting up a tax firm, understanding the strawman name, protecting your assets, and navigating the implications of the Social Security Trust Fund. Don Kilam's expertise shines through every page. It's like having a personal financial advisor by your side. Get your copy of The Capitalizing Namepreneur today and unlock the power of tax credits to enhance your financial well-being. Order your copy now and take control of your tax strategies. The Capitalizing Namepreneur, Unleashing the Power of Tax Credits by Don Kilam. Available now at leading bookstores and online. Get your copy today.
I'll draft him. A draft ain't nothing but a piece of paper. Hey, it ain't nothing but a plan.
So yeah, I mean, I guess I don't know if I want to offer that advice, because I look at it and say whatever journey a person wants to go on, that's up to them.
You gotta put them part of your family tribe, man.
Yeah,
absolutely.
Some of y'all tax exempt.
Copy that. Copy
Hey,
that.
you know
You get
what?
so many, oh man, how did you do that?
So that's when Cassius Clay
yeah.
had his military. I mean, that's when Cassius Clay had his status change.
Right.
He took a nationality.
Yeah.
He became part of a nation.
Also Malcolm X, right?
Mm-hmm. You know, he switched his status a few times.
A few times. Good.
Yeah, he died of more. El Malik Shabazz. You know, we can look it up. But yeah, do you know his real name?
No.
All right, that's good. Malcolm Little, but you didn't. They called him Malcolm X, right?
Yeah, Malcolm X.
What court changed his name?
I don't know.
Yeah, I'm just letting y'all know that's how you move into private.
Gotcha.
El Haj Malik El Shabazz. That's what he died as. He died as a Moor.
Oh, okay.
As a Moor. Oh.
Yeah.
We definitely did some research on their constitution too. Like, it's just very interesting the way they have it set up and everything. So, I mean, it was
Constitution, the Moors.
The Moors, yeah, the Moors Constitution. We did some reading on that.
All right, so you understand you're not a Negro, colored folk, Black, or Ethiopian. You understand that?
It's a great read.
It really helped us structure our constitution.
Right. Yeah. Good. We did a bunch of research on it.
I did like how they do it with the zodiacs. Like you can only be married under a certain zodiac.
Right.
Yeah. Makes sense to me.
Another thing she said, I did want to something that's popped in my head. She said she had to have a physical building where location has to be on Google Maps.
Okay.
So you can set that stuff up first. So you can set up a Google Map location that's free, and then if you go get an iPostal 1 address, because that's why I teach people to get an address, right? Where'd you get your address at?
I had that. I had several. I also had my business listed on Google. But they literally wanted to see a marquee. So even though I had an office, I actually had a physical office that I rented space at, but because I didn't have a marquee, they were refusing it. Bank of America is just difficult.
What's a marquee?
Your name on the sign on the outside.
On the sign on the outside.
Sign on the outside.
I ain't never been told. Where is this at? What state is this?
Bank of America, Arizona.
Did you try different ones?
I tried 5 branches in the Phoenix metro area of Arizona.
What year was this?
Last year through the beginning of this year.
I want you to know I got accounts in Arizona. We can look them up right now.
I believe you. I believe you. This is why I'm perplexed.
But they told me the same thing. They're like, this is and they were like, it's not taking the address. So listen, it's the way they enter it. The way they enter it. That's why I always say suite or whatever. You tell me you're in a suite. Is there not office buildings in Arizona?
That's what I said. And, this is why I asked about whether you were using the regular commercial banking services or the private banking, because I actually inquired about setting up with the private bankers. And Bank of America,
I mean, if you're dealing with trust, that's who it should be anyways.
Bank of America just wouldn't talk to me in my experience. I tried with JP Morgan, but I didn't have 10 million on hand, so they wouldn't talk to me either.
So, I was good. I always been good, man, in Arizona. Yeah. That's why I started all my accounts. A lot of people don't know that. I started all my accounts in Arizona. That's when I got the confidence to use the WABENs. They recognize tribes in Arizona. That's a tribal state. Hey, think about it. How many tribes in Arizona?
So I think that's probably the difference. I didn't set myself up as a tribe. I just
You don't even, I'm saying they recognize privacy,
Yes.
is what I'm trying
I
to
don't
say,
know.
if that makes sense.
It does.
So you
It makes
got,
a lot of sense.
because you know, there's Arizona, look at all these tribes in Arizona. They got a bank somewhere.
They gotta put their casino money somewhere.
Yeah. I mean, that's who I work with in like Las Vegas, and I work with those tribes. The people that own the palms. I got a meeting with them tonight, I think, or tomorrow.
Cool.
The palms.
Wow.
No big deal.
Yeah, look, a tribe owns them. I got a picture with the homie. One of them, man, they treat him. I ain't never been treated like I feel like I was the mob.
I mean, Las Vegas is the mob.
No, they're a tribe though. They're a tribe. They're definitely a tribe.
The tribe that owns them is in LA. It's called Yamava.
That's it. I can't say it. What's it called?
Yamava.
Yamava or something like that. Yeah.
So I've since left I still own property in Arizona, but I'm now in Puerto Rico. And I guess that's kind of my other struggle is there are less banks here. And I didn't know if the process changes because so many laws are different here, or if I should continue the process in Arizona as opposed to Puerto Rico.
I would do Puerto Rico over Arizona. Because the way I'm set up in Arizona is I'm still attached to Vegas with the holding company.
Puerto Rico is considered international.
But yeah, that's the tribe right there we was talking about. And I do sit down with them. I've had meetings with them, and they taught me a lot of stuff. But they still getting taxed. Straight up.
Wow. Did they just not go private? Like, how does that work?
They can't go private because they're federally recognized.
Oh, okay. That makes sense.
Yeah, they're federally recognized, so there's no way they can go private.
Their members get paid monthly from the casino.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
They're like, yeah. So, we've come up with solutions with them. So I can't talk about it as private, but my chief knows, and I've learned a lot of shit. But I just want y'all to know if you are part, so let's talk about homie who says, hey, I wanna be part of this federally recognized tribe. Now, this ain't legal advice or nothing. This is just me speculating. This is what I would do if I was you. You know what I'm saying? So say I'm part of a federally recognized tribe, but I want to save my son or from whatever, or you don't want him part of it. You don't want them taxed. You can protect that last name. You can have sit downs with the IRS and protect your name within the tribe, just your family heritage.
Okay.
Because it's families that hand down wealth. So your family can be protected. But I mean, it's like kind of like moving public and private,
Yeah, that makes sense.
That's kind of what a lot of people are already doing. They're using that you're still acting as a U.S. citizen. You're still showing up with the IDs and shit. Well, I want to show y'all how I move. Arizona business search. This is why I was comfortable with Arizona. Because I'm using that because you heard how y'all what did y'all do y'all's holding companies at?
We went with Wyoming.
Okay,
Arizona.
okay.
Children other states.
But you see the single members in Nevada.
Okay. Another great choice.
This is Arizona. This is my record company.
Sweet.
And when I did this, I used the WABN. Went in Chase Bank, didn't have no issues.
Okay.
Oh.
Wow. That's really cool.
Only issue, so let me show you this address. Now, they did try to give me a little issue with the address at first. This is what she said. They said, this ain't a real business. I said, yeah, it is. I said, I'm operating in a suite. Well, you see, this is a Staples or something. This I don't even know what this is. I got this on iPoster 1.
Okay.
But that was they did try to give me an issue with this address at first. But it's a business there. I said, forget what you talking about, even if it's Staples. Look, this ain't Staples. So obviously that's who got the virtual addresses. Right.
Okay.
It's a Staples, right? So obviously it's a business.
No, absolutely. I ran into that issue with the private bank. I was actually trying to do something public with the private, and they're like, well, we can only take LLCs from Michigan. I said, okay, well, I guess I can't bank with you then. So that's where the case was actually a really big help.
What'd you say? Hold on. Come again. I was reading.
No, you're fine. No, I was trying to do my holding company again through the private bank, and they're a private bank here in Michigan, and they said they would only take LLC information from the state of Michigan. So that's where Chase really helped out because of our LLC being in Wyoming, and it was really nice of them to do that.
Okay, I got you. And with the holding company, is the trust attached to that?
Yep.
The reason why I'm asking is because with the Transparency Act.
Yep.
But I'm gonna show everybody again why even without the trust, I wouldn't too much care. You just gotta respond with something though.
Sure. Okay, that makes sense. Yeah, I remember reading a little bit about that.
They suspended the reporting requirement, right? It's there was an injunction against it being made active for a time.
What was that?
At least. There's an injunction right now there's a ruling again with an injunction against it right now.
Okay. Hey, if you got some info on that, send it to me. I ain't heard that one.
I will.
Cool.
Because I don't even like talking to people if they don't understand the private. Hey, if you're in the private, you ain't got to show them shit. But you do. But I'm learning sometimes you have to respond now. Because look, who gonna ask me? Because this is the same with what. So they said they have theirs in Wyoming. So I use Nevada. I'll put the picture in there, but I'm gonna show y'all everybody. If y'all are new to this, it's called charging order protection. But New Mexico, you can remain anonymous too, though. That's the only state that's not on here.
Yeah, Delaware was another good option too. Yes. It also, I mean, it does kind of come down to, I kind of feel what kind of account you're looking for, but like the big boys like Chase, I mean, obviously Bank of America seemed like they were really tough to work with, but I think
they used to not be though. They used to not be like that.
Yeah, and I mean, I'm just very happy to get it done, and you start seeing the wins, guys, and like I think that's where having that good support system and having like Don says, having the right team around you and having the people that keep you motivated, because like you're gonna trip up. We've made plenty of mistakes, but every time we get stronger, we get better, we learn from it, and just keep going on everybody's journey. Don't ever give up.
Yeah, don't talk about the mistakes either. Only talk about the wins, man.
Yep.
Focus on the wins.
Yeah.
Take note of it though. If you're around people always talking negativity comes to them. So
correct.
Focus on the wins. If you don't know what it feels like winning, go back and watch NBA Finals 1992, 93, 94. Michael Jordan, Hey, go watch the old school.
That's fantastic.
Where attention goes, power flows.
Right.
But I want to show y'all this back to the Transparency Act. Y'all see right here, I don't have to share nothing with the IRS. No formal information sharing agreement with the IRS.
Wow. Is that just I saw you drop something in the chat. Is that just to Nevada or the other states apply to that as well?
No, that's all the states.
Okay.
Very much the same. But I like to show these rules because when you understand it, the reason why I like it is the LLC, because the LLC is a public entity.
Yep, makes sense.
So I can remain private with a public entity that the system cannot debate. Now, when you understand your unincorporated business, these same rules apply.
Okay.
I mean, you need an operating agreement though, but that's your constitution and bylaws.
Yep.
But I want y'all to know, because a lot of people are still acting as an individual, but even under this, you're protected as an individual.
Oh, that's fantastic.
And yeah, the individual is not liable. We do everything in the business.
Makes sense.
And you have to distinguish these. The reason why I tell everybody to distinguish these because your name is a business. But there's a couple reasons why you have to distinguish the difference. Have the holding company. Because how a lot of people are taught is, make your name the business and that's how you operate, put liens on yourself from your own name. You can't do that. You're gonna lose that liability. That's the alter ego doctrine. So that's why you have to operate from a holding company aspect, if that makes sense, or a managerial aspect, administration. Also in the trustee law, if it's with a trust, because a lot of people are putting their name as a trust, the first, middle, last name. Right. It's the family name regardless, but it's called the doctrine of merger. Merger doctrine. Just click here.
We'll be back after a quick break.
In a world where borders can limit opportunities, one book dares to challenge the norm and empower foreign nationals like never before. Introducing Can't Touch This: Diplomatic Immunity as a Foreign National by best-selling author Don Kilam. Did you know there is a difference being a citizen and national? This is for foreign nationals seeking to expand their horizons. Do you dream of obtaining a diplomatic passport and the freedom it brings? Don Kilam reveals the secrets to unlocking diplomatic immunity and creating your own nation. Discover why you are already a foreign national, learn the steps to obtain a diplomatic passport, and explore how you can be recognized by numerous nations on your diplomatic journey. Most never knew they could have diplomatic immunity as a foreign national. This book is a game changer for anyone seeking freedom and recognition on the international stage. Get your copy of Can't Touch This today and embark on a journey towards diplomatic immunity and creating your own nation. Order your copy now and unlock the power of diplomatic immunity as a foreign national. Can't Touch This: Diplomatic Immunity as a Foreign National by Don Kilam. Available now at leading bookstores and online. Get your copy today.
Hey,
but it's just like the alter ego doctrine. It's contract law though. Under the doctrine of merger, all prior agreements between the buyer and the seller are merged in the deed upon the deed's acceptance. The deed supersedes the provision of the original. So it's you're giving up all the rights is what I'm really trying to show you.
Okay.
Same thing as the alter ego. Oh, if that makes sense to everybody.
Yes, well, we're gonna take off. Hey, thanks very much for having us.
Hey, I appreciate the testimonial, man. Thank you. Keep being great.
Buy Don's books. They're fantastic. What an awesome guy, man. Thank you so much. We really appreciate it.
We need another consultation for sure.
Absolutely.
Yeah, no doubt. Hey, just hit me up. Let me know.
Okay. Yeah. Sounds good.
We'll talk soon.
Are you in the school? Okay. Theschool.com?
Yep, I am.
All right, that's the best way to start messaging me.
Cool. Okay. Absolutely. We'll see y'all later. Peace. Have a good night.
Terrence, what's good, man?
Hey, I'm good. How you doing? You good?
Yeah, what's up with you, man?
I'm doing good, man. Happy to be here. I appreciate it, man. I just had a quick question. So I have a trust set up, and I have a business, and I want to move the business under the corporation, and then move the shares of the corporation to the trust, right? And it's a Wyoming corporation that we formed. But I guess I was nervous because I'm used to doing everything on the public side. I'm used to, if I have to make an update, filing it with the state and all that. But to make sure that we change ownership for the LLC, for the LLCs, do I just simply file that, like update those articles of organization and just keep it on file with me in the office, or how does that usually
That's
work
it.
when you change?
If you, long as you got them, you keep a record of it and you got witness of it.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, and then you can produce that if the time comes.
Got you. Got you. But I ain't got to worry about no state stuff, really. I don't have to worry about submitting anything to the
So
state.
look. I'm about to let you in on some private life. So hold on. Let me find it. I'm gonna show you how I did it with child support. All right.
Love it.
Show you. You don't have to show them nothing. I'm sorry. Bear with me. I gotta find it.
No problem. No problem. Thank you.
Because
Yeah.
a lot of people don't even understand shares to begin with. So I like that you do. Might have to just resend it to myself. So what I'm looking for is something I sent my attorney when they was asking for proof of income. Because if the government needs to see something, they need to see it. And the big issue with all my custody battles have been, how much money do I make? So when you have unless you're doing something illegal, they can't even really see all your proper paperwork unless you're hurting somebody. Because the government can't interfere with a private contract. Private law, well, family law is private law, but the government can't interfere with private law, the private sector. The public sector is the only thing the government can control. And federal funding. Y'all better quit thinking y'all, oh, that's the wrong document. Y'all better quit thinking y'all free if y'all get federal funding. My apologies, I sent the wrong one.
My apologies, man. My phone died.
No, you're good. You're good. I'm still looking for it, man. You'll get a copy of this, though.
Okay. I appreciate it, man. Thank you so much.
I sent the wrong document to the. How'd you get this info? Are you on the school or the Instagram?
Yeah. So I'm in school. I've been following you on IG for a while. And I actually was a part of a different community with a different brother who helped me with the getting the trust and everything set up. And I started seeking out this information after with my business. We were facing bankruptcy for my business. And so my personal stuff, I had PG'd a lot of different things, personal guarantee, a lot of stuff. And so that sent me down the path of how do I protect my family? How do I make sure I have all my affairs straight after the business went through its ups and downs? And that's why I started to research about trusts, irrevocable trusts, and all the different stuff in place. So, but facing that bankruptcy caused me to look at things a lot differently. And so that's when my mind I really had a paradigm shift during last year. So I've been following you online for a while. I did sign up for the school. And I realized some of the other links wasn't working, but like the school link is working. So let me go ahead and sign up and just take in the information. And that's how I came through.
So did you ever make your name an LLC?
Not yet. That's next though. That's next.
So does that make sense for you?
Yeah.
Personal,
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
What we personal guaranteeing for when I work for this motherfucker?
Man, come on now. I PG everything. I pretty everything. So much money, man. Yeah.
I tell them to PG these motherfucking nuts. So hey, look. So when they be calling me, they be like, Jeffrey, you personal guarantees for this business? I work for that motherfucker too. He owe me some money too. So let's find this motherfucker together.
That's right.
Hey, you know what I mean?
Right.
And then they say,
that's right.
Well, because they sell the debt too, right?
Right. That's right.
So how's it your debt if I wasn't there for the sale? Shit ain't mine.
That's right. That's right. That's right.
You know, if we were selling drugs and I'm not there and you was there selling the drugs, you were going to jail, not me. That's your sale. Like, quit playing with me. Can't be my debt. I wasn't there.
Yeah.
The fuck y'all talking about?
Yeah.
I move, man. That's how I move.
Yeah, no, it's good, man. No, it's good.
Sometimes it don't work though.
Yeah. You
gotta put the paperwork down on them, hand down the law.
That's right.
But I want you to check this out, man.
Mm-hmm.
See, my homies don't even know I'm already in North Carolina. Hey, but you see this right here?
Mm-hmm.
So this is when they're like, we need to see how much you're making.
Mm-hmm.
Like they said, well, do you have account access? I said, I just got this. I just sent them some what opened up the account. They said, I don't got the card, I ain't got nothing.
Yeah.
I let them know. I take $1 a year for contributions.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And then stipends, fringe benefits, and private shares. This is how you got to get paid out.
Yep.
In addition to the aforementioned compensation, I'm entitled to and receives various stipends, fringe benefits, and private shares associated with the involvement in the unincorporated association. These benefits are exclusive to the internal operation of the association and not distributed and made available in the public or private sectors outside of the association's context. So you just have stuff like that. Like, hey, here's proof that the shares have been sold, but it's an internal operation, has nothing to do with the public. So unless we're killing people or damaging property, you don't get access to these records.
Right.
Does that make sense?
Yeah, it does make sense.
Yeah, and that's why you should always have a nonprofit.
Yep, and we do. Well, I just got the letter in the mail the other day for an approval for a nonprofit from the IRS.
Because when you're operating with a faith-based organization, right?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, who can say I didn't get a $5 million gift from God?
Right. That's right. That's right.
Hey, I mean, the Lord works in mysterious ways.
Right. Oh yeah.
That makes
sense. On now. Yeah. Absolutely. And people do it all the time. They do gifts, foundations, all that stuff all the time. But I think what we have is a 501c3. I think what you've been talking about is having a ministry set up, right? And that's different.
And how I move, so I'll show you. I'm gonna show you how I move, man. Because look, I can't even tell you why I did it. I'm sorry. I just set up another 501c1A.
Wonderful.
See, I don't even remember what it's called.
Yeah. Now the owner, it's under the trust, right? Everything is under the trust.
Yes. So I'm gonna pull it up because this is brand new to the public. I only use this in the private, so I'm gonna tell y'all why. There's some people, got caught soliciting. If y'all know what that means.
Sure. Yeah.
And they had to do community service, and I told them, I said, look, y'all can community service for me, and I got you.
Yeah. No, it's good. Yeah. That's what's up.
I made them study this shit.
Yeah, no, that's good. That's good.
I don't remember what it's called though. Hold on, let me see. Literally, man, I've been moving around so much.
Nah, man, I feel that's good.
It's set up with a trust though.
Good.
There it is. There's a paper right there. Private Purpose Foundation.
Wonderful.
Boom. I want y'all to see the paperwork though.
Yeah, that's wonderful.
Oops. Maybe that's it. So yeah, it's a nonprofit corporation.
Wonderful.
I set it up with a trust though.
Yeah.
So look, you see right here, the nonprofit will be operating as a 508c1a.
Yeah.
That's the attachment that you want to put.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
And you don't ever have to apply as a 501c3 in order to be tax exempt.
Yep. That's good. Okay.
You see Malik Kilam, I don't even use personal guarantee him. Go ahead.
Right.
Another entity.
Mm-hmm.
But you see this right here?
Mm-hmm.
So I want y'all to see how so it's back in Vegas.
Yeah.
The ministry trust. The incorporator is a trust.
Mm-hmm. Nice.
That makes sense?
Yeah, that makes total sense. Yeah, that makes total sense. Thank you so much, man.
And that's how you have to start. That's how you have to start maneuvering.
Mm-hmm.
The incorporators have to start being trusts at the end of whatever you got protected. You know, we can use LLCs and all that, but at the end of the day, the main beneficiary, who owns the beneficiary interest, needs to be a trust, or the trust needs to be incorporated, because they're not going to go back and try to tax that person, because a trust is a person.
Right. Man, thank you so much. I think someone asked, will this recording be in the school?
Yeah, I'm gonna post it in the school, and then I'll post the link to my Instagram subscribers.
Okay. And does the templates that you use, are those available in any of your books, or are those available in the university as well?
What
like
do you mean?
Like the first one you showed me for like the LLC, for how you have that structure set up. Do you have like general templates as Google Docs that
I don't really have no. I mean, I got a book called Trust and Limit Liability for Asset Protection for Sovereignty, but I mean, it's just something I'll be preaching for years. Like you catch it in the videos, or you book the console with me.
Yep, I got you. No, that's perfect, man. No problem. Man, I appreciate that. This eases my mind a lot for how I'm trying to move, man. Thank you so much, man.
All you
You're doing
gotta
good
do
work,
is
man.
look up my business.
Just hang in there, man.
All you got, look up the ones I show you. So I want you to know when it comes to your holding company, it needs to be manager managed.
Manager managed, yes.
Yes. When it comes to your operating company, it's going to be member managed, and the single member is going to be your holding company.
Yes, got you. Thank you, man. You reading my mind, man. That's perfect, because I sure was.
I do. Yeah. I told you we telepathic.
Yeah. No, that's wonderful, man. Yeah. But holding company, manager managed.
I was in jams probably like 2020, 2021. I had the time of my life. And I knew that I said, man, it don't matter if I pay these people back or not. I'm going to get paid off me ducking these people. And that's not a good mindset to have. I'm telling you, man, you're going to pay for it either way.
Right.
There's energy attached to all of that, but I had a fun time doing it.
Yeah. And you learned, right? And you learned a lot.
Yeah, but just know you can get in a jam with that social where nobody deal with you, man. And the sad part about it is the route we're going, that social is going to be attached to your face. All this facial recognition shit going on. So you got to be careful if you're trying to get up out of debt, because you're about to be in a system where I hear pretty soon, if you're in a private and you ain't paying public debt, they're going to off you. You know what I mean? Yeah. That's just what I heard, man. That's just what I heard.
Yeah.
So,
man.
You gotta move accordingly.
Yeah, no, I appreciate it. And especially with me working through some of the bankruptcy stuff on the Chapter 7. I got to make sure all the trust stuff is right and everything is really on the up and up.
You understand different chapters of bankruptcy.
Yep. Yes, sir.
So that's the first question I ask people when they say United States is bankrupt. I ask them, what chapter then?
Yeah.
You know, and if you understand the bankruptcy law, you should understand what's going on in commerce when it goes to all that debt that's going on, because the United States is bankrupt and all debt belongs to the United States corporation.
That's right.
That makes sense?
Yeah, it makes sense.
Okay. People get out of jail by going to bankruptcy court with that birth certificate. That makes sense?
No, I hear you, but I'm gonna have to go deeper on that. Yeah.
Hey, don't they owe a debt to society?
That's right.
The society is a corporation attached to the birth certificate. You know, you go to bankruptcy with the DOJ, Department of Justice. That makes sense?
Yeah, that makes sense.
I've seen it work. I haven't done it myself, but I've seen it work for people.
Man, that's powerful. Wow.
Yeah, man. I just had to take it to a different level because you're a businessman. That's the only people that can understand it.
Absolutely. Yeah. Thank you, brother. Appreciate you.
And another thing real quick. So like understanding liability, because all the people came to you was because you signed as a personal guarantor, correct?
Right.
So what about Walgreens? There ain't no personal guarantors, correct?
Yeah, it's true.
So if they were selling a bad drug, who would go to jail? Nobody. They have 30 days to cease and desist, right? Makes sense. So black is not your business. If you had your name as an LLC, you was operating correctly and you was selling a bad drug on the streets, you're not going to jail. You're gonna have 30 days to cease and desist. They're gonna send it to you, send it to your registered agent.
Yeah. See, man, that makes so much, man. That makes sense. See, it makes sense to me, but now,
I know,
like,
because you're a businessman.
Yeah.
You know, people only go into prison because they're a personal guarantor.
That's right, man.
They're operating as a sole proprietorship. And lien is the body.
Right.
They say, hey, I'm that name.
Right.
No, I work for that dude. I don't know. I'm looking for him too.
Come on. That's it. Wow. Yeah. Wow.
Yeah. All right, man.
No, man. Hey, I appreciate it, but no, that's powerful, especially now on this side. I kind of like you mentioned, I'm learning lessons while also building up the infrastructure in the right way. So I know it's all for a purpose. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And the timing just kind of is not coincidental that on the one side, everything's coming into place, but on the other side, certain things are winding down. So I'm taking it all in the signs, trusting God and just rocking out. But everything you're saying makes so much sense. And I think it'll help us with all of us on this call, with our families, how we build and how we maneuver, man. So that's powerful, man. This is good.
I appreciate you, man. You was winning, you took a loss, so you about to have another major comeback. So be ready for that. That's what's coming again.
Yes,
when you rebuild, you do it even better.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Thank you.
We live and we learn. Yeah, man. I call it valuable lessons, man.
Yeah. Oh man. Yeah, absolutely.
I don't talk about my losses too much. Trust me, I got some big ones too.
Yeah. Oh man. Man, I can only imagine, man. But that's good, man. That's good. That's good.
But now with me, it's just people are more valuable than money. So at least if I take a personal guarantee, it's gonna be on a person.
Right. Come on.
Yeah.
I like.
Yeah. Now I know I'll cut that motherfucker off. A valuable lesson.
That's right. Yeah, man. No, that's good. No, thank you so much, man. This is great.
No doubt.
Thank you for answering the questions. Yes, sir.
That was Joe McDaniel, wasn't in Hawaii. Ain't that you, homie? that's doing the SEO.
What's good, man? That was tripping me out. You played that video and I was like, oh shit, is this playing from my computer? I was like trying to figure out how to stop it. And I'm like, what's going on here? But yeah, I'm doing good, man. Just, absorbing everything. And you're gonna, kind of like you, I'm all over the place. I got being a web developer and helping so many different businesses with their business. I kind of become a part of their business. And, I also got a lot of questions for you that are probably going to be on that consult, so I don't want to say too much here, but
right, no doubt.
Yeah, I'm like, I'm kind of like, I get it. I get everything. I'm just like, because I'm all over the place with all this stuff, I'm trying to figure out how to navigate and also really know and talk the language. Cause, I tried to present that Palau ID like to the TSA and they didn't like it. And,
Oh, they didn't like it? Well,
yeah.
I did take it down from the site because I don't want everybody on there yet. But
Okay, yeah, for sure. I was wondering if school did or something.
No, I did it. I did purchase it though.
Nice. Yeah, good, man.
So I'm waiting on that right now.
Good thing to have. Yeah, I figured.
If TSA didn't like it, you can go on a plane with it.
Yeah, I've tried it a few different things, and I've always just get like basically, I can't get in or I can't go to the.
All right.
I tried it at the courthouse and stuff like that.
Did you see the homie Roland Edward put his ID in the chat?
Yeah, that's why. That's why I was
Hey, so look, I'm gonna tell you about this ID right here. I don't know how long Roland's had it. My actual liaison, my chief knows him and shit, but he uses this ID along with his actual passport, and he has no issues in life. Like literally, police don't mess with him at all.
So I haven't used it on a police officer yet. I want to, but I haven't. I don't know. I got a 93 and a 35 ticket dropped recently, and they weren't very happy about that.
I'll show you something you can use on the plane.
I've had mine ID for over a year now, going on 2, and the police who politely got my attention once I presented it to them. Well, it's not really not an ID; it's a credential card.
There you go.
And then being based right here in Akron, Ohio, it's on the record. So I'm on a do not detain list, and I've had no complication whatsoever. Plus, riding around in my private conveyance with my Z tag, so exempt, and so I've had no problems at all.
You're where I want to be, man. You're where I want to be.
They gave you that plate. You got the plate from them too.
Yes.
And you don't, that's the one thing I would be leery about. I make my own plates, by the way, if y'all want to tap in or whatever, I'll teach y'all. But I respect that, man. I just want you to know there's no way I just want y'all to know, because Don Kilam is not always right. Do your own research, do your own trials. There's no way I would try this shit. You're starting off, man. This shit don't look nothing like no tribal card, nothing. I want y'all to know my credentials, because I just want you to know my chief. That's what he'll say about his word. Be careful your word. He gonna say credentials, but there's no way I would use this, but I've seen it work. So I'm just gonna tell y'all that. That's why I believe in it, and that's why I'm putting y'all on them. All right.
Yes.
But just as an outsider looking in, there's no way I would have took that shit up. Fuck no.
Yeah.
Hey, but it works.
Respect.
Yes, it works. It does work. It works in Chicago for sure. And you don't want to get locked up in Cook County.
Well, also I entered a federal building and didn't realize that I hadn't taken out a little pocket penknife out of my change pocket in my jeans, and so passing through the metal detector, couldn't figure out what was going to take it off my belt, and then one of the agents reached into my pocket change pocket and pulled off the knife. And now it's in his possession. He asked me, "This belongs. You can take this outside." Well, that's not mine anymore. You can take it outside, or I'll pick it up when I get back. You want to get it back to me? So now they want me to step aside. So when I presented my credential card, they ran it, man. They scanned the barcode, and that was it. Okay, Mr. Jackson, appreciate you, but we have to leave this property. That's not property anymore. No problems, respect, but it's not. Again, when you're dealing in the public, they're clueless. But what I appreciate about the credential card is that barcode on the back, because that e-verify is legitimate.
Mm-hmm.
So when they run that, Mr. Jackson, appreciates you for your time and your patience, and that's it. Respect.
Mm-hmm.
I appreciate that, man. But yeah, that's it, man. I've
Thank
seen
you,
it
Doctor.
work. My liaison uses it,
and yeah, I guess the Palau ID is a little different because it's a digital residency. You don't get an address,
Well,
so.
I mean, that's all you need is an e-residency. Because that's what you are with them, but you're on the land. But you're e-residency as well. And it's in order to even to create a private tribe, that's all you need is an e-residence, especially if you have land.
Yeah, I'm not a part of a tribe, but it's interesting. Something you guys said earlier about I've been looking up. I have like teeny bit of Cherokee Indian. But like so, I guess with these federal recognized ones, it's not even that's not even the tribe you want to join, anyways. So that's kind of like that works for nothing. So you're saying I need to join a tribe that's basically private tribe, right?
Yes, be part of a private community, private tribes. Amish is private,
I'm
Jewish
looking
people are
for that
private.
over here in Hawaii. I'm looking, and it's a little different.
So yeah, like I said, I'm about to pull up on you, but Hawaii is a kingdom.
Yeah,
it's a kingdom. Hawaii is not a tribe. It's a kingdom, just like Morocco is a kingdom.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of people
and there
don't
is
know
a
that.
king of Hawaii, and there is the king of Hawaii, who is a sovereign king. And there are certain tribes in Hawaii, like Samoans. Some people call them Samoans.
How do
The
I, a very
Samoans,
sour cream man? Oh, sorry.
Nah,
What were you saying? It was a little hard to hear you.
What I
I
was
was saying,
saying is, some people call them Samoans, right? But it's Samoan, and that is a particular tribe that literally they don't even consider themselves Hawaiian. They call themselves Samoan.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And they still hold all of their customs and traditions. They still do their dances. They still do their rituals. But if you pay attention and you actually watch what the Samoans do, it's actually Tai Chi. Watch their hands. It's all Tai Chi. It's how to grab the inner energy and move it.
Hmm. Hey, you know what? You just made me. I just had a epiphany. So me being very sour cream over here, I'm thinking, how am I gonna join? How am I gonna join the Samoan or one of these Hawaiian tribes, right? But I found this amazing Chinese doctor, and I've been practicing Tai Chi for a bit now. We started this organization that's just in the park that's kind of grown to a lot of people, and so we created a nonprofit into it, and it was just going to be him and his wife doing it. And then they just recently asked me to be the vice president of it. And, I mean, because Tai Chi in a sense is also, I don't know the right wording for this, but in a sense, a religion and part of a culture. I wonder if I could relate that to it. I'm still figuring all this stuff out. I got a lot of questions for you on that consult, man. But
hey, it's ones and zeros, man.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Binary.
That's awesome.
So Naya, you had a question before sour cream really interrupted you. No, I'm playing.
Yes, it's okay. Thank you so much
sour
for the
cream tribal
nation.
Sour cream tribal nation. That's hard.
All right, so I do have all of your books, and I do have a question about accounting. So I did start my family's ministry trust as an unincorporated association using the Laying the Path and the Laying the Path Volume 2. And I also created the tribal bylaws and constitution articles of an organization using that book as well. So I was looking at the financial freedom, and I came across the 1099 INT. I'm sorry. Here. The 1099 INT and the OID for reducing credit card debt or any other thing. And I know that you said that it is best to go ahead and do the status correction with the LLC first. So in order to make sure that is canceled out. I just wanted to know, does that process just go along with just the IRS, and with you're forming the LLC as the status correction, are you automatically an enrolled agent or just a higher form?
Yeah, you're not automatically enrolled agent. You have to have a PTIN,
okay,
a personal tax identification number, and then you have to go through classes to become an enrolled agent.
Okay.
That makes sense.
But that's but do you still just become a form of an investor instead of the consumer?
No, you are the investor. Where's it coming from? Where's all the funds coming from?
Me, of course.
All right. But where though?
My trust. My Social Security trust.
Right? What funds are Social Security trust?
Sir?
Your labor. Your
labor.
labor.
Okay, yes.
So it's about claiming your labor. That's all it's about. You can give your labor back to God. You can give your labor back to the church. You know, I work for God now.
Right.
And in return, God might donate $5 million. That's what I'm saying. I'm speaking this today. Y'all got $5 million? But does that make sense?
Yeah.
All right. So when you understand that the name is the business, the name is the position. So now you're just claiming the position like they was doing. Because until you understood, you're talking about debt, right?
Yes.
So when we go to 28 USC, why are they sending you the debt notes?
Because the name on it.
But who does that debt belong to?
Them, not me.
The United States.
Exactly.
So you keep claiming the position though.
Because it's not claimed as.
Well, that's why I say you get out the position. No, I'm the manager.
Right.
I manage the name.
Okay.
That way you can start claiming it with the tribe. You're doing what they do. As simple as that.
Okay.
Quick, you gotta claim the credit side instead of claiming the debit side, because they only send the debt to the United States.
And say if I go get something else, or say if I go get a car within my business name, do I send IRS a Form 56 to establish fiduciary relationships?
What do you mean? If you had your status corrected, they already know who they are.
Okay.
You've already updated the IRS on who you are. That's what this this is all about, the declaration of status.
Okay. So I'm sorry. It's just a lot of forms that
good. Yeah, it's a lot of forms. It's a lot of forms you filled out to give them rights over your ass too.
No, for real. Okay, so
in terms and conditions.
Okay.
Well, I want you to see with this. So when they're already using your labor, they're using it already.
Mm-hmm.
Brokers, firms, banks, mutual funds, institutions must file 1099 INT on $10 or more. This is the private side. This is why they don't send it to you. They're required to send it to you, $10 or more. That makes sense?
Yeah.
And that's on bank deposits, life insurance, anything you do, bonds, and you have all of that shit out there.
Okay.
Asset-backed securities, if you got a loan, all of those are bank accounts, credit accounts. So they have to pay you, they have to send it to the investor. But if you're acting as the debtor,
right,
that's what you're doing when you're accepting the debt. You're acting as the debtor. You're acting as the United States.
Okay. That makes sense.
Does that make sense?
Yeah.
So my name's the business. I have a holding company. Like I said, that's why I tell people I have my holding company handle the shit.
Right.
I have my record label handle the shit. You've heard people saying they sold to the record companies, right?
Right.
I've been saying this is for 7, 8 years. Create a record company. How do the IRS even know who you are? Due to your records. The United States, the courts, they're all record companies. They hold records.
Definitely. Makes sense. Oh. Makes sense. Mama. All right. Thank you so much. No, thank you.
Terrence knows because his ass a businessman. He a little nerd too. He just was the personal guarantor. Hey, that's it though. Being the personal guarantor means you just became the government. Hey, straight up, that's what this is how y'all have to think. If you're going to be a personal guarantor, you need to create your own government. You need to create. All debt belongs to the United States. You just became your own country. It's okay to be in debt. You can leverage it. People keep being scared of getting out of debt. Quit being scared. You know, when you're in debt, if you have insurance, you're gonna get paid. If they default on the accounts, you get insurance. If your business affairs is established correctly, I ain't gonna get too deep though, man. Anybody else got any more questions?
So to become a, I'm
Go
sorry.
ahead. Go ahead.
To become a registered agent, you have to take the test and get credentials
As
to do
a
that.
registered agent, you mean enrolled agent?
Enrolled agent, I'm sorry.
Yeah. You want to be careful with that because anybody can be a registered agent. And you'll fuck around and be liable as a registered agent too.
Pardon
A
me.
registered agent is not always a good place to be.
Correct.
So
Thank you for
enrolled
correcting
agent
me.
status is the highest credential the IRS awards. So what you need to become that, and I talked about this in the Capitalizing Namepreneur, the book is in the school. You have to get something called a PTIN. That's a personal tax identification number. It only costs like $30. And I want y'all to know, because when we talk about status correction, when you start getting into the books and the treasury and working your way up, this is enrolled agent status is the highest credential that IRS awards. Individuals who obtain the elite status must adhere to ethical standards and complete 72 hours of continuing education courses every 3 years. Enrolled agents like attorneys and certified public accountants have unlimited practicing rights. This is who's in the courtroom. Attorneys and public accountants. So you can, and I'm gonna show y'all something real quick. Let me show y'all why this is so important. Because if you disagree with anything, a bill, anything, the dispute is gonna go to the courts. I need y'all to understand that all courts are tax courts. It's always a tax issue. Court means any court created by the Congress of the United States, excluding the United States tax court. When's the last time you seen a delegation order from Congress saying that this court can be opened up? Or this Congress has not had a hearing on court, I don't know how long, if ever. Supreme Court's supposed to open it up too, Supreme Court. But in federal law, court, if it's not created by Congress, means this is a tax issue. I hope that makes sense for everybody. So that's why enrolled agents can show up on your behalf in court. Every clerk is a CPA. Look, and becoming an enrolled agent is a highly prestigious title. In fact, it's the highest credential that the IRS awards, and your business could definitely benefit as a result. But I know people that show up for court as enrolled agents. So I just want to throw that out there. It's everybody on this call can become an enrolled agent. Except Chief. I don't think Chief wants that position.
So how would you become an enrolled agent?
How do you become an enrolled agent? You get a personal tax identification number. It costs like $30, $40. And then you start you just go to the IRS website. Check it out. Let's go. I'm gonna put the link in the chat. Become an enrolled agent. See it? You're representing taxpayers before the IRS. Obtain a prepared tax identification number. You can get this today. Won't take you no time. Costs like $30, $19.75.
What is the commitment for the examination, like to be able
I
to
couldn't tell
actually
you. You're gonna have to
pass?
check them out, man. Check out the website, and then they'll tell you. The IRS, that's what they do. I don't work for them. Apply for enrollment, pass your background checks. That's what it all says. After you get your PTIN. You'll get this today. You'll get the PTIN today. You'll get that right away. And
I think that's what was confusing me. I thought you had to pass the examination in order to get it.
you do have to pass an examination.
Okay.
Apply for enrollment and see what it says. I'm not an enrolled agent. I just help people obtain it. So get your PTIN, become an enrolled agent after you get your PTIN. You have to have this number first. Now, this is what I can say. After you get your PTIN, that's enough for you to open up your own tax firm. This is all you need to open up your own tax firm. It costs $20.
Now,
So y'all know.
I just have a question with the PTIN because I'm trying to do it as we're in this chat. If you're doing it, should you attach your social to it or your?
I can't tell you what to do. Isn't that a government agency? Don't they report to the government?
Okay, gotcha.
They take zeros, you know. Yeah, so remember, doc, says the PTIN is easy, but a lot of classes to be enrolled an enrolled agent, and that's it. And then you have to take 3 days of classes to keep it.
Hey, Don.
What's
Hope you're
up?
doing good. Appreciate you for giving us all your time.
I see you taking notes.
Yeah, taking a bunch of notes. I do want to do a meeting with you, like a consultation. I'm a veteran, so the way the VA handles their funds, I thought I was going to get paid today so I could do the consultation, but it's going to be sometime tomorrow. So I pray there's just like one more spot for me.
No, you're good, bro. I remember you in there.
Cool. I'm part of the school too. I'm pretty active, I've been in this thing for like 2 weeks and I'm just like, man, it's insane.
Take your time. Make sure you stop and smell the roses too.
Yeah, definitely.
I'm telling you, listen, so I'm gonna tell y'all because it's follow the leader, right?
Mm-hmm.
And literally, if you don't stay balanced, you're gonna go crazy.
Oh yeah.
Right? I'm telling you from experience. If you don't stay balanced, you're gonna go crazy.
Yeah, I'm also
a lot of people here are leaders, as you can see. Everybody, look, I not heard one voice that's not a leader or a boss today.
Right.
You understand? So with that being stated, like they don't get to go to too many people for advice. So that's when you got to ground down, talk to God, make sure you get that meditation time in.
Definitely talk to the Lord, you know what I mean?
Yeah, no doubt.
Yeah, I'm also a culinary student, so I work 12 hours a day, and then I come home and I'm studying this.
Okay, all right. So just know you're gonna figure out your own recipe.
Yeah.
You just gotta know what you cooking up.
Gotcha, man. I appreciate it. You know what I mean?
Yeah, no doubt. But what's your main issue? You got any issues?
Not really issues. It's just like clarification. The first thing I did as soon as I got into like the Don Kilam University, it says right there like to arbitrage the agencies, the 3 agencies. So I printed it out and then I signed them and sent them that. That was like earlier last week. And then clarification that I have is you said the holding company's manager managed and then the operating company's member managed. And I'm going to do the holding company in Nevada and the operating one here in Cali because that's where I'm at in like the Bay Area.
Right.
Just to evade those, well, not evade, but like work through the taxes, I don't know what words to say exactly.
Yeah, so another thing I would add, so the manager is going to be you, all right? And that you're going to appoint, unless somebody's going to resign and appoint you then resign and not put it on the record for the holding company. But another thing is I would also make the incorporator a trust in California so you can get around that 800 annual fee that you have to pay.
The incorporator. Okay.
Because did you see how I made the trust and incorporator on my nonprofit in Colorado?
Right. So you're grabbing the EIN of the company in Nevada and then you open it.
Don't need an EIN. It's a private trust. A private trust is not going to have an EIN. So it can be like, it can be your name. So like you can put your name and then put trust after it or put living trust after it. And that would be your incorporator in California so you don't get taxed. Because that's $800 a year you have to pay to have a business in California.
Right. Okay.
I learned that first in 2017. I learned because I had so many people ask me that question and I couldn't answer it. So I'm like, man, I'm missing money. I feel like I was missing money.
All right.
Yeah. So when I learned that, it changed my life. I think you would be good with as well with the holding company in Nevada, but I wouldn't make that. I just know they won't. They can't send that annual fee to a trust. I just know they can't.
So I should open a trust here in Cali. Just
it doesn't. I mean, as long as it says it. I mean, you should have paperwork. Yeah, have a trust. But listen, when it comes to a private trust is not attached to a state. A private trust is not attached to any government entity. Don't have an EIN, not attached to a state. Does that make sense? You just held up a Bible, right?
Yeah.
Is that property?
Yes.
Can you put that in a trust?
Yeah. Yeah.
All right, so it has a
And the
value.
Bible.
But that you can open up a trust just with the Bible.
Oh, okay. All right.
You know, because you need funding to open up a trust, right? Well, in the private, who we gonna take it to? We can say, hey, this Bible holds value in my life. This is what's opening up my private trust.
Okay.
I mean, that's why we open up faith-based organizations. You know, people believe in Jesus. They believe in whoever their prophet is. Your prophet will profit. If you're in the public world.
Okay. All right. Cool. Man, so much knowledge.
That's all. Man, you look young to be a veteran.
Yeah, I started when I was 19, got out when I was like 24. So I did 5 years.
Oh, wow, man. Thank you for serving our country, man.
Good time.
I appreciate you, man.
I just have a quick question. I came in a little late. I did get the consultation. Is the school thing separate?
As was with the consultation? Did you just sign up today? Was you the one?
Yes.
I said after class?
No, that's not me. I signed up. I did sign up. Yeah, I think so. Hold on. Let me look at the last text. I did sign up today, though, when y'all had already started the meeting. I came in like a little later.
No, I'm talking about the consultation.
Yeah, I did sign up today.
All right, because if you pay for a consultation, I've been busy today. But everybody that signs up for the consultation, they automatically gonna get access a lifetime membership to my school.
Okay. And it is like it's so much information to absorb and try to pull to the front of your brain when you need it at the right moment or whatever. Let me in my thing so you can see who you're talking to. And it's like, it's just a lot. And I've been with this with somebody else. And you're saying the same thing she was saying, but she wasn't also on like the business side of it. So you couldn't really like, I get this done. I'm trying to pull my camera up. It ain't working. So I have a lot of questions around business because I want to open my own. I made my name an LLC, opened up some, registered some so I could be a foreign entity in my own state, opened them up in Colorado. And I think I have one in Nevada and one in South Dakota. But I was trying to open I did open a trust, but I'm having trouble registering it in South Dakota. So that's like a whole nother issue. But my whole thing is
I don't have anything registered in South Dakota.
no. Well,
hey, but that's one of those states, ain't it?
Yeah.
That's one of the child protection states.
So I was trying to register. The only reason I was trying to do South Dakota is because it's private and it stayed private for 100 years. The state I'm in Pennsylvania is only 24 years. I think Delaware is 25. I'm not sure, but that was the only reason why.
All right. In the private, it can be as long as you want it to be.
I'm trying to get there. I'm tired of working for other people. I'm tired of taxes coming out. I don't want to pay taxes on nothing else. I want to keep all my money. And I'm trying to get this business together, but I need to make sure it's structured right. Because like this is where I'm going to create my generational wealth. And I just got a grandson that was born and tried to make sure that he didn't register for that birth certificate and trying to keep him private all the way. And he only 3 months. But it's hard when, your family don't want to like listen and, but that's a whole.
I don't know. My family listen to me. But I don't talk to them. They're not my family.
Damn. But so I was trying to like get that together. So I guess it's just more.
Hey, if you're not with me, you against me. I work for God. So I say anything that don't hear me out, bring me clarity is the oppressor.
I hear that. That's good.
Hey, you go towards the path of least resistance. Because confusion comes from the devil. Clarity comes from God. Because clarity made diamonds, and diamonds are forever.
You're right. You're absolutely right. As I said, hold on.
Y'all even know, man. Y'all know what happens if they didn't put you in a coffin when you die, you might turn into a diamond.
That's true.
You just want me to text you through that number, Don, or through the school?
Through the school work best.
Cool. All right, boss. Thank you.
Thank you for that. I
Thank
got
you for
plenty of
what?
questions later.
I had a quick little question. What's up with the medallion stamp, and why do we need it, and why they make it so hard for us to get it?
You don't need it unless you're moving securities in the public. And secondly, it's not hard to get.
Wash your hands, it's on me.
Let me mute whoever making no noise. Mute yourself out. I mean, who do you bank with?
Bank of America.
That should be easy. 30 days. You only got to be with Bank of America 30 days to get the medallion stamp.
Yeah, I had asked the banker about it. He maybe it could have just been him. He act like he didn't know what was going on. He's like, I don't know about all that, buddy. I'm like, what?
It's just for moving securities. But there you go. You see, there's Merrill Lynch I was talking about too. If you're gifting securities, you're moving securities to a new account, or the owner of the securities has died. That's why you need a medallion stamp. You only have to be with them like most Bank of America's is 30 days. They'll stamp up your paperwork. Now, any paperwork with the Treasury is going to require the medallion stamp.
Yeah, because I was thinking of the 1455 is why I asked that question. Okay, cool. I appreciate the info.
Look, we provide medallion stamp services free of charge for Bank of America and more clients who have been with us at least 6 months. I never had no issues getting it, even before I knew what it was. I was still getting the medallion stamp. I didn't know what it was for. But it's only a securities transfer agent needs it. If you're moving securities in a private, you don't need a medallion stamp. Or if you was in a court case, they would be stamping up all your goddamn paperwork. All you need is a clerk.
All right, cool. Appreciate it.
I just want to say thank you. This is the first time I've ever been able to get on a live Zoom with you, and I'm definitely about to book my consultation before they go.
No doubt. You got it though. You got to quit second guessing yourself.
I do. I do. I have all the structure. I just feel like I just need maybe I just need some words of it. I'll pay for the words of encouragement and to just say, yes, you got it. Go file, go do it.
No doubt. But I had issues at first too. I just kept going. But I want y'all to see this too. A medallion signature guarantee is required when the owner wants to sell or transfer financial assets such as stocks, bonds, or accounts. But I want y'all to know this: if securities are held through a broker, the owner will not need to obtain a medallion signature guarantee. But I want y'all to know when y'all move securities in a private, you don't need a guarantee. You don't need this.
Thank you, Dad.
Yes, I see y'all talking about the birth certificates. I use baby land deeds too. Because when you use a birth certificate and register it, they think the baby is their property. The government is their property.
I just want to thank you, bro. That's all I want. You know what's up with me. I just want to thank you.
Hey, you be doing your thing. Keep doing your motherfucking thing, man. I be seeing you out here, man. You be blending in with the people and shit. They don't even know you were too, bro.
Listen, I be outside chilling. Shorty chilling. I'm putting her on the game.
I see you a leader though. Your family follow you.
Oh yeah. Nah,
so that's what's up, man.
When I speak to my peoples, they get in line. They know what's up. I got my boy doing the status select. He's gonna be my witness.
and all that. So,
you know, and shout out to
I
the
just want
family
to thank
business
you.
too.
And I've been doing meditation because it'll drive you nuts. You wasn't
I
lying.
see you on the beach. I see you with some
Nah,
sage.
listen, yeah, I've been doing good because I'm like, yo, y'all gotta get on this wave. Y'all don't know what's going on. But you can't make people drink though. You can only bring them to the water, man.
No doubt, man. You should definitely tap in with my chief too, man.
Word.
You know,
I was skeptical about filing my paperwork because I thought it was gonna interfere with my house deal. I didn't want to. Or somebody in the chat was like,
it's private though. They not putting nothing in the public. That's only if you choosing to,
So,
you know.
Yeah, so I just emailed the recording dude from my state to get that file because I got the paperwork. I got it sitting on my table right now at the crib.
No doubt.
Yo, thank you, brother.
Man, I appreciate you, man. Thank you for rocking with me. I appreciate your patience too.
Yeah, nah, it's a patient game because you gotta do your own research. You gotta put the work in, man.
Yeah, man. I see you doing a little poetry thing.
Yeah, I told you that. I showed you all that. I just did a show. I'm about to do another show next month.
That's lit. I like that, man. That's the stuff I like to see, man. People out because regardless of what people understand, man, energy. It's our energy. So you know whatever you're doing is gonna rub off on somebody else. And you know, I learned this from music. You know, people wonder why the world fucked up. You know, you listen to something, you see certain things happening in your life. That's probably because that's the voice you weren't taking. That's their energy.
I told you I was writing. I got a book that I'm putting together with my poetry.
Okay, let's go. Yeah, you did say that.
Yeah.
Yeah, but you know that everything is poetry, man. Everything is poetry.
It's a fact. And when I get off them stages and the way them people come and they're like, yo, they felt your shit. Listen, I felt this information when it came through. Everything is poetry.
That's it. You know, I use my poetry. I have like I don't give away my secrets, but my poetry is my mantras, and that's what creates my life.
I've been hearing your music.
Yeah. My mantras create my life. You know, your mantras, your affirmations.
I got a life insurance policy that I'm working on, and I don't know if it was better to do it through a record label versus going through actual insurance firm. Like, I don't know if it's better to set up a music label first to do it.
Oh man, I got the insurance guy too. It's been a whole month. I still ain't reached out to him. He's on the last
I'm really just trying to do it to put bread in there and let it, accumulate the way these.
Yeah, I like the record label aspects, because that's normal already. But
and I feel like that way they don't really bother you too much with all like the health stuff.
Right. It's like you having a company and you're giving your employees life insurance.
Yeah, I'd rather rock it.
Except the beneficiary is going to be.
They're trying to get me to. They're trying to get me to go to the doctor and get a physical and do that. Man, they're trying to do all that. Y'all getting on my nerves with all that. I'm just trying to put my money to make me some money, and I got it for you to just flip it. Like,
oh, you might have to prove you healthy. They give it to you, but
I'm healthy. You know what I'm saying? But I don't like them doctor shit. That's it.
I feel you.
Listen, I cured myself of diabetes. I know you're in your man's that y'all graduated from university together. The holistic, I got him on the gram too. I cured myself of diabetes back during COVID. I stopped eating meat. I went straight fruits. Diabetes went away. Some people did some shit to me, whatever. I ended up in the hospital. That's some whole other shit, right? I got out. I gained the weight back, but I didn't get the diabetes back. And I just been fasting and playing with it to keep myself healthy. Because your boy, he knows what he's talking about too.
Hey, my chief a healer too. My chief, he that's what he do too, man.
But my dad's a diabetic and he don't want to listen to me. I'm like, yo, bro, all right, I'm big, but I got rid of it. You got it for 20-something years. You ain't listening.
I don't know. I don't speak on health too much.
but your man's knows.
Yeah. But I do want y'all to know, here's what I can say. When I became Don Kilam, when I first started getting enlightened or whatever, I was a vegan. You know, I was a vegan. I mean, I was homeless too. So I'm like, fuck buying food. I would like to smoke weed. So I smoked weed over buying food. But I was in the mountains. I was just doing those things. And then I had like soda go and all that. And that's when I really started getting these answers. So I want y'all to know, when it comes to becoming enlightened and getting answers, yes, man, what you eat is going to affect how you think, for sure. I mean, and when you sit back and think about it, it should be common sense. I mean, it really should. It should be common sense.
Appreciate you, brother.
Keep in mind, bro, like if you're not eating properly, you can't properly absorb the information. If your body's not in tune and is not vibrating at a specific capacity, your brain is not able to absorb the information. You'll understand it, but you won't overstand it. Your body has to go through a certain level of transition and to be able to absorb it. So it's like your brain becomes a dry sponge and is ready for the liquid so it can fill back out all the proper knowledge that's being dropped. But if you're not eating properly and your body has so much mucus in it that the mucus membranes are stopping your pineal gland from vibrating, that's a problem. Having your body in a specific alignment is always going to allow you to ascend. This is more spiritual than anything. You can have the most fiery documents on the record, but if you don't know what's on that paper and the judge rips the paper, how you going to be able to invoke? Remember, it's spiritual, number one. Number two is witchcraft. However you want to put it, when you break down a word, you break it down by letters. That's called spelling. So you're casting spells. So you write the spell down and then you verbally invoke the spell.
Yeah, I read the word magic, but
Everything. I resonate with everything my chief just said. hey, you know, I would tell you if I didn't. So I don't go against him. I would just be like, I don't understand. That's what I would say if I disagreed with anything he said. I would say I don't understand fully because he ain't never led me the wrong way. But yeah, everything is witchcraft. I studied witchcraft before I studied any of this. Understand that.
And just to jump in real quick, Don, because I don't mean to cut your wisdom.
No, you're good.
But y'all, a lot of times people look at witchcraft as being something bad. But you got to understand, it all stems from Voodoo. You got Santeria, you have the Orishas, you have what they known as witchcraft, white, there's black magic, there's also white magic. These are all different things. You got negative spells, you got positive spells. Remember, anything you put out comes back sevenfold. So that's why you're never supposed to really be aligning yourself with anything negative. You're always supposed to be doing everything positive. So that way, when you, like Don said, you choose prosperity, prosperity gonna choose you, right? So that means that even when you're doing your spells and even when you're doing these documents, even if Don gives you an idea of something to put in an affidavit or be able to set up a document a specific way, you got to read it, know it, understand it, be able to speak it. Because at any time, they can act like, oh, we didn't see that on the record. You filed something, what it say? And then you don't know what it says, then that means that document means nothing. They already know you're civilia mortuus, dead in the eyes of the law. Remember, they're blindfolded. The lady outside is blindfolded, and she got 2 ears. So pay attention. They can't see you. They can only hear you. That's why it's called a hearing, right? When you go to court, it's called a hearing. They can only hear you. They can't see you. She's blind.
Oh shit! I didn't even put that one together.
Don, why you laughing?
Hey, that's powerful, bro. I didn't even put that together.
That's why they're called hearings, because she could injustice the judge. When you want to invoke jurisdiction, whatever it is that you're trying to claim, they can't hear. They can only hear you. They can't see you. You can stand there and talk to your face turn blue. They're gonna ask, "Are you John Doe?" Oh, I'm representing the name. Are you John Doe? They just gonna keep doing it because if you don't have the thing.
You cut out. Cut out, Chief.
Remember,
that shit.
when it
There you
comes
go.
to music, when it comes to music, right? Hey Don, correct me if I'm wrong. When you jump in the booth, right? You write your lyrics down, right? When you write your lyrics down, if you're reading it off the paper, it ain't got no. When you memorize it and you can speak from the heart and you lay it on wax, it got a whole different energy to it, right?
That's it.
Well, go back to the original notary stamps. The original notary stamps was a piece of metal that was heated, and they dipped it on wax, and then they stamped.
Wow.
They stamped the documents. So when they stamp it, that means it's on wax now. They can hear you. It's on the record.
That's it.
And with that, I yield.
That's it. It's called. That's it. You know, and the word rapper and rapport are very similar. You know, when the judge hits his gavel in masonry, that's called a rapport, building rapport. So I need y'all to understand that too. It's two different frequencies, hip hop and rap. But prose is the form of a poem. So everything is poetry, man. That's it. Everything's on the record. That was powerful, man. He was cutting out though, Chief. I appreciate you too, Fresco, man.
Appreciate you, man.
Yeah, man. But I just know, man, this is all magic. It is a form of magic. I compare it to voodoo because if we take a doll and the doll make a doll act something out, the paperwork is you. The paperwork is the doll.
So when I told you I ended up in the hospital, that's because they did witchcraft to me. So I understand exactly what you're talking about, bro. Somebody out here did something crazy to me. I ended up having to come out the hospital. I had to go leave the country to get it undone. A movie. I lived the movie.
No doubt. Anybody else got any more questions? I want to make sure I get y'all's questions answered. Got bust some moves tonight.
I guess I got another question. Kind of waiting maybe for the consult for this, but you can tell me to wait, you know, if we want to talk about this later. But I'm in a weird situation because kind of have a lead foot and got me in some trouble with insurance, and they want to charge me some crazy like $1,500 a month insurance. And on one of my cars I got right now, I got a loan that the bank it's through a credit union, and they're saying that I have to have full coverage on it. And, you know, they're saying that I agreed to that when I did the loan. And so I'm trying to find the fine print for that. But, you know, it's the other side of that is just like, I'm trying to fill out this BOI form because I, you know, work in the movies. And when I work in the movies, technically I'm a W-2. And so the media butler kind of blurs those lines. And like move, you know, have an LLC in Wyoming. And, you know, I'm trying to move the car into the business name, but I can't do that, you know, with the loan and whatnot. So I'm just, you know,
Is
kind
your
of
name a business?
Yeah. Yeah.
Your name's a business?
Yeah. It's
So
I just created the LLC in Wyoming.
That's your answer right there.
Okay. I kind of get it, but not really.
If my name's a business, I can go get business insurance because I can prove the car's in my name.
Oh, okay. Yeah. All right. Yeah. All right. Damn, I didn't even think about it that way. It's you know, sometimes it's just so simple. It's like
It's all good, bro.
I don't know. It's
It's
like
all
analysis
good.
paralysis.
But you can get surety bonds as well. That's an alternative to public car insurance.
Really? Okay.
Yeah, it's called a surety bond. Because you
Okay,
gotta
yeah.
understand
I
that's
know the
anything
surety
in the
bond.
public needs insurance. That's the only reason why you're saying you're using that motor conveyance in the public.
All right.
But if your name is a business, you get to renegotiate because they can control that account because you're coming in as an individual or a person, as a sole proprietorship. Because you know the name's under the social, it's a trust, it's all business.
Yeah. Well, that's why I got to move, because right now the media butler is beneficiarying to my social security number. So, I set up the trust so that I can move all that, but I'm still in the process of, filling all the paperwork and filling out my operating agreements and all that shit for my new
doubt. Yeah,
company.
we'll wait for the consult because the homie we talk about WABENs. If you're on that W-2, you're public. You just gifted your estate. You just gifted your prosperity.
Yeah, and I don't think I'm gonna work in the movies anymore, but when I am working on the movies, it's kind of a weird thing because my business, contracts with the movies, but I'm also a W-2 employee when I'm on that, so.
I just invest in movies.
What?
I'm the private investor.
All right.
Makes sense.
Yeah. It's starting to make more sense now. It's just, I got so many different documents and everything I'm reading. I first bought all your books, and then I joined the school, and then I joined the consult. But I mean, that was only a couple weeks ago, so I'm like, I kind of knew some of this information, but I'm still like beforehand, I had the Plow ID beforehand before I found you, but I'm still trying to just make sure, like you said, understand everything. And maybe I'm just like being too analysis paralysis on this, but I appreciate you.
Gotta take it one day at a time, man. One day at a time.
Yeah.
Marquisha Copeland, she says, thank you. There's those of us who out here who really appreciate you. And the reason why I never quit is because I keep seeing you with real receipts and putting out real information. Looking forward to a consultation. I appreciate you. L. Jones, what's good? He says his mic wasn't working. You got a question? About to get off in like the next 30 minutes, so let me know. Y'all get them questions out there.
What's up? Oh, my bad. Go ahead.
No, go ahead.
Okay. So once you create, like you return your name into an LLC, in that process, it does ask for a social. So I obviously put my social.
Like what? And why you say it's your social? You created it?
No. Okay.
Yours then. And what LLC?
But is it okay to put the social there?
On what LLC? I mean, I can't see the screen. I don't know what you're talking about. I ain't never been asked for a social security number to create a limited liability company in my life, in any state, ever. Were you trying to create an EIN number?
Sorry, that's what I meant.
Oh, okay. You gotta talk. So I mean, do you have a registered agent?
My bad, I'm on step one. But yeah.
Why are you trying to create an EIN number for? Do you got your operating agreements? Do you got banking resolution? Because if you had all this together, it could say who could open up a bank account and if they needed a social or not. Because that's called the private life.
Well, when you usually say like the first step is like turning your name into a business.
Yeah, did I say get an EIN? Do you need an EIN to start a business? Do you need an EIN to start a business? Yes or no?
No, because you got to do it.
Okay, then. So what are we talking about?
So it was my fault. I think I'm confusing something.
Yeah, I don't want you to confuse my people. You do not need an EIN to create an LLC. Does everybody understand that? That's why my homegirl right here, Marquisha, couldn't get her ass in the motherfucking Bank of America. She kept attaching that social trying to get EINs. If I had an EIN, because I showed y'all private paperwork, everything, I sent you to the courts, all of that. If I had an EIN attached to my social, do you think I would send that shit to the courts? That makes sense to everybody? Did they need an EIN to open up an account when they took your ass to court? They didn't need no EIN. Matter of fact, the courts don't even have an EIN. Let's start there. There might be an EIN for the state or a DMV number or something like that, but the courts are not going to have an EIN number. Because if y'all are opening up EINs with a social, it's still a public trust. You need y'all to understand that. If you're opening up EINs that's attached to a social, it's still a public trust. Unless you're doing it correctly. Like I said, y'all can get a sole proprietorship, put it on an unincorporated association, if that's how you want to maneuver. If y'all feel you need that EIN, but all the way at the end, the private, so if you are using EINs, then it needs to come from a private trust. That the head nigga in charge, because I don't know what other way to put it. The head nigga, the top of the totem pole needs to be private, no EINs. You're going to control what you create. So if the private trust creates something and says, hey, you can open up an EIN social because you work for me, peasant, because the social puts you at a slave status. You are a slave with the social. So if there's no rules to say, hey, you can use that EIN, I'm going to let you use that EIN from the private trust, from a private aspect first. Does that make sense? Gotta get a little stern with y'all, because if I'm nice, y'all don't remember that shit. Everybody always remembers the bad shit. Remember that. They don't remember the good shit that happened to them. And if you're worried about your VA compensation, don't even talk to me. Because if you're holding on to that shit, you're not getting to your prosperity. Because a VA compensation is not your prosperity. A VA compensation is some fixed income bullshit you get from the government, and you'll never be able to level the fuck up with that type of energy attached to anything in your mentals moving forward.
Okay, just real fast, going back to you don't need an EIN to start an LLC. So when I was with this other group, she had us set up a private trust, which is registered outside of the US. I think I registered mine in Costa Rica, some shit like that or whatever.
There you go.
The private trust. And then she had us create like 6 things under it where you made your name a business and you put it under the trust. But I still haven't registered trust. I was trying to register in South Dakota and they wanted me to attach land to it. It just every county just wanted some different stuff. It was like, oh my goodness. And then the company that I was trying to use to register the trust was giving me a hard time, telling me I can only register in Mexico or whatever, because I was trying to put a fee schedule in there with it. I don't know.
Why are you trying to register a trust?
I was trying to do
I just said I don't register no trust. Register puts it in the public.
Okay. Well,
you register a trust, now that state has jurisdiction.
Okay. But it's so much information. It's like where to just to make sure you got it right so that you don't fall back in their jurisdiction. And I want out. I want private.
Anytime you register something, you're giving it to the king.
Okay. Right. I see.
Only thing you need to register is the public pass-through entities. That's what you're going to do.
Wait, say that part again?
Trust opens up that. The trust, LLC is a registered trust.
Okay.
So why would you want to register your trust? Your social security number is a registered trust.
Mm-hmm.
So you're just putting it back in their jurisdiction. So anytime you register something, you're putting it in the public sector.
Mm-hmm.
Anything in the public is owned by the government.
Okay. Well, I guess that's good then, because I haven't registered it.
Yeah. Why would you want to register a trust?
I didn't register
public
the trust,
banks,
but I did register the names and stuff. I like my name, and I think in Colorado or Nevada. I got to remember which one.
Public banks are owned by the government.
Okay.
So if y'all not create, the government can't interfere with a private contract. This is what I'm trying to tell y'all.
Yes.
Not interfere with a private contract. So if you have a private trust that opens everything in your fucking life, I just said, hey, if you're in California, have the trust incorporate the LLC. Did y'all hear me there, or was y'all asleep?
No, I heard you.
I didn't tell him to register the trust. I said you have the trust, set up the business.
Okay.
I told homegirl, Makisha, I don't want to say your name wrong. I said, hey, maybe you should go in there with your private agreements first and then tell Bank of America what to do. You tell the bank what to do. Because if you don't have your private contracts together, they're going to go to the default public rules.
Okay.
Private banking, all a trust is a private contract. A contract between 1 2 people.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
You with me, Terrence? Help me out, Terrence. You going in there with a motherfucking social security number that's not owned or working for nobody first. It's not set up and permission from something in the private first. You're gonna be a personal guarantor every time. That makes sense. Makes sense, everybody.
Thank you.
Y'all just made me at the end. Y'all made me feel like I ain't do a good job today, guys.
I came halfway in.
Hey, she came in talking about the EIN and shit. Like, god damn. You can set up a whole foreign entity, a whole 98 number, a whole W8BEN coming in this motherfucker. You do not need no fucking EIN.
I do got a 98 number. I just want to make sure it's set up properly because I don't want no bullshit.
Well, are you hanging around people that's set up properly? How do you know it's set up properly? Who are you hanging around? You following me?
Yeah,
you trying to register something in the public, ain't shit gonna ever be established properly. Are you talking to God?
Nah, I need to be doing a little bit more of that. I do meditate though, but it's hard, especially my job. I'm a nurse, and it's just like my energy be sucked all day from patients. It's crazy.
You gotta get away from that shit. You can't nurse nobody if you're not nursing.
That's
you
true.
Feel me? You're not taking care of yourself, man. That's what's wrong with my mama. And like rest in heaven, mama. But shit, she got all these problems and she trying to take care of people.
Yeah, that's why I'm looking to just start my own company. Have like 2 employees, staff them out.
There you go. There you go. I can hook you up with my homegirl right now. Shit. I'm gonna get her IG right now for you. Where you at? Where you located at?
I'm in Pennsylvania, in Philly.
I think she about to do an event in I want to say Atlanta. I don't know. She just did one in Dallas. She helps people create their own businesses. Nurses. That's all she helps is nurses.
I need that.
Millie, all you gotta do is tell her Don Kilam sent you.
I sure will.
I'm gonna pull it up right now.
Thank you.
She was my plug on business credit for a second. I didn't know she was doing this other stuff.
It looks something like this.
I'm about to share it with you now.
Thanks.
Maddie Gaffney, this
in the chat.
That's her name right there.
Tell her Don Kilam sent you.
I sure will.
I'm about to show you what she do though.
I go on her page right now.
Look, you see that she's on the healthcare tour right now.
Yes, that's what I need.
Look, I told you, Atlanta. Her next stop, Atlanta.
That's all right. I can go there.
She teach you how to create the home healthcare, get that shit structured right, and stay private, because that's what she does. That's my homegirl. So y'all know we be connecting sometimes. Connecting sometimes.
She only put one or two.
Working with it for a minute. She was a fan of mine. I figured out she was supposed to be a guest speaker at one of my events.
Mm-hmm.
But she's doing her thing.
Thank you.
No doubt. So I need y'all to understand this. Listen, y'all need to get y'all status corrected first. If y'all worried about moving privately, get your status corrected first. Learn how to incorporate associations first. Learn how to move in a faith-based organization first before you come out here trying to fucking touch business. Anything with the business.
Okay.
You know? And if you're not rich, what you trying to protect? You know how I learned how not to pay taxes? By getting taxed. That's how. I know how to learn how to be foreign because I was domestic first. But if you're operating at different levels, if you understand at the end of the day, I told you trust. But at the end of the day, you don't even need a trust at the top. You can create a LLC like you said. I can create an LLC in the Bahamas. I can create an LLC in Costa Rica. I can create an LLC in Cook Islands and still be protected. If you're part of the school, I'll give you access to these people that will help you establish these things. I can set up a business in Dubai and have that set up my holding company, and then have the holding company set up all these entities. Because if I'm foreign, ain't no social, regardless. If you have a social, it's out there. You have it work for your business. You have it open things for your business. It is the trustee for your business. Hey, I appoint you to open up this bank account. That's a private contract. That's a private contract. They're not going to tax the trustee. Hey, here's my social. I'm the trustee, though. That makes sense to everybody. I just want to make sure this is making sense.
Yes.
All right.
And then I got a question, if I could.
No, go ahead.
First of all, peace and love. And I found you. I've been following you for a while, and then I saw that you joined a law group that I'm in. So that made me pretty excited to see that you were in there.
Which one? The UR Law?
You got that gold. Yeah. URlaw.org.
Yeah, you can state it. You know what I'm saying? If I'm in it, you can state it.
Yeah. So I saw you in there, and that just gave me more confidence to jump in. So I did. And I'm in the school group now. And I haven't done any of this paperwork yet because I've been trying to get everything set up to buy a business, but I want to do this all in the private. So now that you said that I got to go through and do the status correction and all that other stuff first, my question is that my current job is a private organization and they only hire US citizens. So is there something I can do with them, or am I just going to have to look for another job at this point?
I mean, that's a personal decision. That's new. I've never heard that.
Yeah, it's a private organization, and
yeah, because like you can start a own private organization and say, hey, I'm only hiring Choctaws. In the public, that sounds racist.
Yeah.
But
no, I know that's why I was like, oh shit. But then I'm like, okay, well, if I go into the private, then they might not let me work here anymore. And that's just a realization.
I mean, to like I was told with the unincorporated associations, the people that was teaching me this, they're like, in order to have an unincorporated association in the public and them not mess with you, you have to say for Americans only or American nationals only.
Okay.
On the window, stuff like that. Or just private members. So they're obviously US citizens. So that's a new situation, man.
Yeah, I was just curious. I currently work for them as a contractor, but I'm in the process of getting hired into a full-time position. It's doing cybersecurity. So
they only contract with US citizens?
Yeah, it's that. I don't want to mention the organization because I don't want to put it out there.
No, it's all good. But so if they're contracting, can't you make them contract with? If you're an independent contractor, can't you make them contract with your LLC if your name's a business?
Yes, but if I'm not going to be working anymore as a contractor, my contract runs out, and they're looking to hire me in full time into the organization to continue working.
I mean, I would do it if you want to keep the job. I would just make them contract with my name. That's a business.
Yeah, because what I was thinking at this point, since I have all this other work ahead of me now anyway, I'm just gonna jump in like I normally would as a regular U.S. citizen, and then start doing my status correction and all that other stuff.
Right.
And then once that stuff is taken care of, then I can also get my LLCs done and form the business and try to move that way to get out of it completely.
I used to
Right.
work for like 20 years in consulting with healthcare firms, and I don't know about you, but I worked with a lot of firms that would only hire US citizens, but they had a huge workforce that came straight from India as programmers. They would start a US company with a TIN with the 1099, and it was equivalent to the same thing. So I would just ask them if they'll reclassify you as an independent contractor.
So without saying too much, the company's based out of Texas, and all of their work is for poor countries over in Africa, providing medical care.
Yeah, I used to work with Leidos, who was the biggest government contractor, and they did this all the time. So I would just inquire.
Yeah, they have different classes of employees. So, but I just noticed that it says, you must be a U.S. citizen, and I understand that a lot of people don't know the difference anyway. So I didn't want to start an argument with people just to, lose my breath trying to explain something that they're not going to get in one conversation.
Yeah, I know with me, I learned independent contracting because I was on child support. And then I learned how to make my name a business and just, make them contract with that name.
Yeah, I mean, I could try to go that route. So thank you. I appreciate it. I'm going to see if I can do something like that.
No doubt.
I'll move the regular way and get in and just start collecting some money while I do this stuff.
Right.
In the background. That's it. My biggest thing is I really want to go buy a house. I was trying to learn how to discharge debt and do these kinds of things. And I realized that I don't want to do anything really until I move into the private. So, because there's people out here teaching that you can just, call them up and say, hey, apply this balance to this account, set it off. And if you don't do it, I'm going to take you to court. And I don't know if that's right or not. So I didn't want to jump into any of that shit.
I don't move nothing. I don't do nothing that causes real major red flags. But yeah. I mean, I am dealing with people that do things that that only some people talk about doing it and they're really doing it. So
yeah.
Can I quickly piggyback on a quick question?
Let's go.
So we do quite a bit of government contracting, and I just met with the SBA today and told them about how we're moving things over. So just from those last comments alone, we're not 8A certified, but they do have a certification called Super 8A, which is reserved mostly for people from tribal nations.
That's lit.
Have you? Yeah. And so I was going to ask, because what I asked them was, I said, look, with the business being is moving over to the trust, it technically won't be minority owned. So what some people have done from a business standpoint is to keep one business essentially minority owned to take advantage of that government set aside until they get big enough and they don't need that no more. But my question was going to be, have you seen companies or work with people who have been tribal and still had government contracts?
Yes, the private sector the public sector is controlled by the private sector. Does that make sense? So the public gets public funding, but where did they get funding from? They get it from the private.
Absolutely.
So yep. That's just how it works, and then the even, I don't think they'll mind me saying this, even HCU, the Christian University that I deal with, they don't accept private funding. They will not accept no public funding, no federal funding whatsoever. Yep. So, it just depends on, on the private, it's all about, they get private loans, even with the land.
Yeah.
If people know how to get land, the land resources. Yeah. It's all private. It's all private funding.
Yeah. Gotcha.
So that's how we.
Okay, I got you. Okay.
I just want you to know we're connected to real life billionaires.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Give out, we have somebody right now that wants to give out $1 billion in funding.
Nice. That's wonderful.
I mean, you probably know how to talk to them right too.
Oh yeah, man. That's what we do, man. And also I coach people too. I'm also I just got hired to be a professor at a university too on the advertising and marketing side. But so yeah, man. So but when you moving different for yourself, it's a little different, because they educate you on how to do things one kind of way. But no, what you're saying, it makes a lot of sense. And even on the government side, some of the it's similar to being a private contractor in some ways. And so I could really identify with what the brother was saying.
And I like how you're speaking. So look, that's how once again, I'm reverted back to court. That's how I learned the court game. That's how I learned everything. Because when you go into court, you say you understand your charge. Now you're contracting with the government.
Mm-hmm.
That makes sense?
Mm-hmm. Yes. Yes. Yes.
So but this is it's actually in Dallas, Texas, is where I'm supposed to be scheduling the meeting at. But this is who Tom Stayer's wife. $1 billion righting society's wrongs. And all they want to know is about the 501c1as and unincorporated associations from me. They're looking to put me over to establish on how to create their nonprofits. I'm a 501c.
I love it. I love that.
Thought I'll show y'all that, man. I'm really out here connecting. I'm really out here making major moves.
Yeah. Oh man, that's a blessing, man. Yeah, thank you for answering my question, man. Appreciate it.
No doubt. I appreciate it. And I want y'all to know, man, moving forward, that's how y'all gotta talk to me. Y'all gotta come at me with the business mindset. We're not gonna be talking about getting out of debt. I'm not gonna be talking about none of that. Y'all know how to talk about getting money? Because I'm telling you, people that's getting money are in debt. The United States is $27 trillion in debt. Ain't that who you say owes you? They in debt. So I need y'all to understand this. I need y'all to comprehend this. This is how you got to maneuver. Debt is a good thing. Ain't nobody gonna come sue your ass. You look like you in debt. When you look up Don Kilam, really, Don Kilam don't have no assets. Y'all not gonna get shit. Got everything in my mama name, goddammit. But no. Hey, Rim Dog, what's good, man?
Not much, man. How you doing?
I know you was quiet. You said Ashley said hi. What's up, right?
Yeah, Simcock.
Yeah, what y'all talk about, man?
Same old trust and depositing bills,
Hey, now look, y'all want to talk to somebody that's depositing the monthly bills, you can talk to Ashley because he's doing it, right?
Yeah, that's crazy.
Not really. Because he been on this, and I want
A
y'all to know
long
he paid me like $20,000 to come to the city or something like that.
Yeah, he's been doing it a long time.
Take care of his sister, everybody. He's really doing it, man. But he's Laos or something, ain't he? He's from Laos.
I'm not sure where he's from. We just talked for a short time today.
Oh, okay.
But I was just
he's on everything.
I was just gonna tell everybody, man, don't be scared to talk to the government employees. They ain't out to get you, honestly. And I know that from my heart. If they don't know the person you're talking to on the phone, they may not know. Ask for their supervisor. They'll help you do whatever you're doing. A lot of them just don't know what you're doing. They're not out to get you.
Mom, and this is you work for the public, right?
Yeah, I work for the city of Lexington.
And you got a foreign.
Yes.
What do you have? Tell me what you have.
Well, I've got a foreign grantor trust, but I've also put in a W-8 BEN.
What makes you said you're an alien or you're foreigner?
Oh, I got that FOIA request, U.S. Citizenship and Immigration Service. I put in a FOIA request just to see if I was a citizen because I've never applied to be a citizen. And it came back, they don't have any record of me. I said, that's great. That's what I wanted to hear. So, I'm foreign. That's lovely.
That's amazing.
Hey, man, I did the same thing. But the only thing is that the letter that I got back in return doesn't say what my question was, which was, am I a U.S. citizen? They left that part out on the letter they sent me.
You should be able to go back on there and look it up because they didn't answer mine, but I got the same paper that says I'm not a U.S. citizen as well.
I mean, what? So listen. So
here's what it says.
First time I heard of this was from Rim Dog. And he doesn't gatekeep. He tells you how to do it. But what I'm saying is, who told y'all to do this? Send in and ask if you're a U.S. citizen. I've never heard of this in my life.
I learned this from the group that I was with. And sometimes when you apply for a job, they make you go to their website to verify that you're a U.S. citizen or not, but you never put your status on file. So you had to kind of go back and do it. And before I was doing it, because I used to work for the VA or whatever as a nurse, and I corrected my status, and I got the paperwork saying that I'm not a U.S. citizen anymore. So
shit. Hey, that's lit.
This says we have completed a search of person-centric identity services, PCIS. No record responsive to your request were located. If you have a reason to believe that responsive records do exist, and you can provide us with additional information, we will conduct another search. Please forward the information, yada, yada. If they didn't find me the first time, I'm not going to make them look again. You know what I mean?
I hear that.
And like I said, I work at the city of Lexington. I got that framed up on the wall in my office just to let them know, they're equal opportunity employer, right?
Yeah.
What's the matter if I'm foreign or not? Look, they had me listed as white. I had to go in there and correct that.
I wouldn't correct that one now.
Why?
White
I understand.
Purity. Hey, listen. So look, this is how we tie in with the Moors. White means purity. Purity means God. God is the supreme ruler of the land. So put white before anything. You choose a nationality, whatever. Put white in front of it.
Right. I get that, but that's still something that they,
I feel you.
Caucasian maybe, but white, no. It's just my feeling. I'm God's son. He don't care if I got a tan or if it's wintertime. You know what I mean?
Right.
Because I'm a different color in the summer than I am in the winter.
I'm a white Moroccan.
I hear you.
I'm a white Choctaw Moroccan.
But same thing. If I get pulled over during the day, I'm working, right? In commerce. If I get pulled over tonight, first thing I tell the cop is, officer, I'm not operating in commerce. I'm on my own time tonight. I just get that on the camera first thing. If I ever have to do anything else, normally I don't have to do anything. I work with the city. I mean, they normally don't, tell me to go on my way and slow down. But I make sure I say that the first thing, so I've got it on the camera. Hey, I'm not operating commerce. I'm just traveling. I'm a little bit different than everybody else, though. I got the 9 to 5, 8 hours a day. I'm a city employee. Y'all got me for whatever you want me for. But when I'm on my way home, I'm on my time. I'm private at that point in time.
That's it.
And that's the way I look at it.
That's facts.
Yeah. So, and I just wanted to if you got questions, if you're trying to put paperwork in, just talk to them. Don't be scared of it. Even at the bank. If you go in one bank, they're not letting you open the account. Write down the information they're telling you so you have it when you go in the next bank. Them banks are going to do business with you. They want that money running through. Private or not.
And that's how I learned. That's why I was helping people. Like, people scared to get mortgages. I'm like, just go in there and see what they say. No, and see why you got denied, so we can fix it.
Yeah, and
that's with anything.
And I'm gonna say this. I don't know if anybody agrees with me. The whole system is fraud. The way I look at it, it's all fraud. The court, the banks, it's all. Even these statutes and codes, they're not laws. They're just some rules that some council made up. I mean, that's just the way I look at things. I'm a little bit different.
Everything is definitely man-made.
It's all a game.
Think the system is perfect when it works for you.
It's all a game. You just got to figure it out. It's all a game. You run out of money, just go to the bank and get more. I'm just saying.
He said, if you run out of money, go to the bank and get more. That's monopoly.
That's monopoly. That's what they taught you.
That's the rule.
You behind on one load, go get another one, pay it off. The credit rating is fraud too.
So I want everybody to know I did start these GAAP classes. We kind of went everywhere with it. But I want y'all to know when it comes to that legal name, it's a legal name, it's a legal title, it's a position. If you're using that motherfucker, it don't matter what tribe you're part of, no matter what nationality you're part of, none of that shit fucking matters. If you're using it incorrectly, they're gonna come collect because it's not your shit.
That's right. That's right.
So you gotta learn how to maneuver it correctly. Make it work for you. The social is a slave. It's an entity. It's a slave. It's a fictitious entity. It's a fucking straw man. And you have to learn how to create these strings. Cut the strings from what it's bound to now and create new strings because it's an entity that's out there. And if you're creating the private contracts first, because what happened was your mom gave the name, put it on a birth certificate, and now all these documents derive from that single birth certificate. So just remember that. That's why we got to quit using their contracts. Baby land deeds. If you want to move into private, baby land deeds still birth certificate. Learn how to create your own private IDs. Quit using those things. And if you are going to use them, you got to learn how to make it work for your business, work for your trust, work for your government. I hope that makes sense. Anybody else? We good?
We good, Doc. Appreciate you.
I'm gonna do this every month, man. We can call it something else if we're not gonna be talking about GAAP. But the main thing was when you learn that your name's a business, you start learning how to see where the securities go. You audit all the accounts of the IRS, and then you're able to audit the securities through the Security Exchange Commission under GAAP principles.
Okay. Born with dual personalities.
Everybody knows what GAAP means.
No, I don't.
So principles.
Generally accepted accounting principles, okay? So anytime you're in the public, so they open up an account for you when you get a credit card. They open up an account for you when you get a car. These are all accounts. All public companies must follow GAAP. That's why I'm telling you, like Wimdar just said, these codes and statutes aren't law. So if you understood which jurisdiction or how you're operating, you'll have more power understanding, hey, I can prove I'm the private investor. I can prove these public companies aren't giving me what I need. They have to do certain audits. You'll be able to see where the securities go when you learn that you're the private investor. When you learn how to take back that throne. When you learn how to stop acting as the social and learn how to act as the investor. When you quit acting as a consumer, put it like that. A consumer has no rights in law. All these laws are established for investors. Make sense?
Mm-hmm.
All right. So then, check out the other videos that I've done, the other classes that I've done. I broke this down, but it all starts with just making your name a business. That's where I started. I didn't understand trust. I didn't understand none of that shit at first. But I know if I go in the bank and start an LLC, if I open up a regular LLC, then I have to abide by their rules. And they can come take whatever they want from if I owe child support, they can take it from my business if they want to, because it's a public bank account. But if I have a private contract established, my own private operating agreements, my own private charges orders and my operating agreements, my own constitution or my own bylaws before I open up this business, then the bank has to abide by my laws instead of theirs.
Man, it ain't even fucking freezing. Fucking feel
I'm
good.
out. I'll be posting a link on Instagram for my subscribers and also school.com.
Thank you, man. Appreciate you.
Thank you.
Peace and love. I appreciate
Appreciate all
y'all.
the family.
Peace and love.
Peace.
Thank you so much. Great stuff. Yep. Have a good night.
Thank you.
Are you ready to unlock the secrets of commerce and build an empire that lasts for generations? Look no further. Introducing $1 Million Worth of Game by Don Kilam, your official guide to the private and public side of commerce. In this groundbreaking book, Don Kilam reveals the strategies and insider knowledge you need to create and protect your wealth. Learn how to navigate the intricate world of commerce, master the art of building an empire, and secure a lasting legacy for your family. Get your hands on $1 Million Worth of Game today and embark on a transformative journey toward financial abundance. Don't miss out on the opportunity to build your empire and secure a prosperous future for generations to come. Get ready to conquer the world of commerce. $1 Million Worth of Game by Don Kilam, your ultimate guide to building an empire and leaving a legacy. $1 Million Worth of Game by Don Kilam. Available now. Get your copy and start your journey to generational wealth.